Oh, hey, I'm welcome to Pink's Garage live stream Wednesday, March 26th, 2025. There we go. My TV finally caught up to me. Okay. How's it going, Chris? Welcome, welcome. That didn't work. I'll have to do that. There we go. There's a new button down here that allows me to do stuff, but it won't let me do what I tried to do because it says I have to have the advanced package, which is even more expensive than this one, which I won't be renewing. Just ate, relaxing. I don't know what relaxing tastes like, but hopefully it was good. I'll be here all week. Anyway, how's everybody doing? If you saw the thumbnail for this, you saw my clutch. It did not do well. But I have a new one. And we got people in right away. Hey, what's up, Mike?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Oh, man.
Mike, what's going on?
It really sucked to see that one broken.
Hey, Kohler,
but
how
I
you doing,
almost
sir?
expected it to be.
Apologies. Say again, Pinks?
I said it sucked to see that one solar panel broken, but I expected it to be the way I saw that package.
Yeah.
At least it was only one, right?
It's only one. One had a nick on the top, but it was just the aluminum, so no
If
big
it's
deal.
just the aluminum, I'm not worried about that. But that shattered one, I'm like, man.
Yeah, and the thing is, they're only shipped like a minimum of 10 at a time. So he's like, if you want to order, another 10, I'll throw that one in. I'm like, nah, just give me the credit on it.
Yeah.
Because
Those look pretty nice, though. Those look.
Oh, they are nice.
Used. Damn, they look good.
Yeah, because even with not using the damaged one, I'm still at 15 kilowatts of panels, which, let's be honest, my shop doesn't use nearly that much. So,
No, it doesn't.
So it's all good.
What up, Mob?
Hey, Mob. So
Mob,
how you doing,
sir?
So how you doing, Cooler? What's the newest and greatest?
I hate lazy people.
Sorry, I'm a lazy guy.
No, it's just work related, but no, everything else is it's going decently. Just
2 weeks.
What's the work story? Do tell.
nobody calling in, not showing up, not calling in. I can't fire people.
No call, no shows. I don't work in retail for that reason. I mean, I would be there every freaking day if I wasn't dying. But
what do you're working at which auto parts chain?
AutoZone. I'm the assistant
Okay.
store manager of a hub store.
Oh, very nice.
We had a store here in Muscle Shoals, became a hub store. They added on to it. It got really big. I mean, it sucked while they were doing it because they moved stuff into the store and it took up all the space and they had containers taking up half their parking lot. But when they were done, much nicer, much more inventory.
Our store on average has around 4.5 million on average.
Wow.
Yeah. They added more space in the back than they had up front.
Same way we are. We have the largest sales floor out of any store in West Tennessee, except for the Mega Hub 9801, which is basically, you might as well call it store one in the company.
So I don't remember where the AutoZone main store was when I lived in Tacoma, but I knew where the O'Reilly's was. It was in Lakewood because it was a huge warehouse.
Yeah.
Massively huge.
It sounds like a good gig. I mean, store manager of an AutoZone. I mean, it's got to have good benefits, everything else. So it sounds like you're doing pretty good.
It's not bad. I mean, it's not what I was making working with Ken, but the one thing is I have insurance, and I can work a few extra hours overtime and make up the difference, and that's normally what I do.
Insurance.
Yeah, I tell you what, insurance is huge.
Yeah.
I'm spending. Oh shoot! This isn't out of my pocket. This is what it's costing the insurance company, but I'm probably 50 to 75 grand in a year in medical bills. In which,
I know how that is, Mike.
Oh yeah, you
didn't-
know how that is. So the thing is that benefits. I mean, if I was trying to pay with, oh man, that would. As
Yeah.
you get older, shit breaks.
I do miss my old insurance though. At my old company, we had better insurance there. We just did. And I don't, I don't know what it's like now. It's been 3 years, but I miss that insurance because it cost me less and it was better coverage. And, you know, the denials didn't happen very often.
Yeah, but
Yeah, mine's not bad.
But
I got
I got denied for one of these for a different one, but this one works fine. The problem is in the September, they're going to quit making this one.
oh, lovely.
What's up, Michael?
What is that one? You're pointing at a shoulder.
Oh, see here. The little,
What
that thing.
what
Blood
does
sugar.
it do?
It's a constant glucose monitor.
Oh, okay. You're diabetic?
Yeah, unfortunately. I'm type 2 though, not like my wife, she's type 1. But I don't have to scan it anymore. It's automatic now with this new one I've got. So I'm
That's
doing
nice.
better, and I've been watching it, and in the last couple of years, it's come down more, so it's not staying as high, and I'm taking my pills at night like I'm supposed to. That helps.
You're
Yeah.
doing good. You're doing good.
Actually,
You've been
about
taking,
about an hour or so, or half an hour or so, I'll have to go take one. But
from what you've been telling me, you've been taking better care of yourself, which is good.
I
Mr.
hope
Bama,
so.
how you doing, sir?
This Mob, I hope so. But we'll see what goes on.
Well, I heard you say what's up, but I walked off. I'm sorry.
What's
Hey,
up?
Mr. Bama, how you doing, sir?
What up, gentlemen?
So you saw my clutch.
I saw what was left of it.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You saw my discs, my blank discs that I have. Hold on, this is something I can do now. That's new. Let's see how this works on.
Which
Wow,
car was
live.
that from? Was that?
That's the Mustang.
Oh, that was a clutch and a Mustang. Wow.
So there, I can do that now. I can easily add pictures now with this new button they put in here. But
My
that-
question is, what did the flywheel look like?
The what one?
just hot, and that's just from Kentucky to get it into my garage, getting it in everything. It was I was having to rev it up so high to get it to move that I knew it was doing that. It was the heat marks. It was gone already.
Yeah.
And you know, I would have thought it would have had more pressure at that point, but it just didn't. Not for the power. But
So, no, I'm sorry, Pete. Go ahead.
it's crazy how bad it got, how quickly, because that clutch wasn't that old. It didn't have that many miles on it.
What was that for a clutch?
Yeah.
Especially a ceramic twin disc, it should have handled that Whipple power just fine.
Shoulda.
What did you have? Which clutch?
The RXT, McLeod RXT.
Oh, okay.
Here, I can show you this one. Hold on, let me pull up this other image file here. Oh,
Those things are pretty pricey. They're what, like $1,000 or more than that now?
close to $2,000. When I bought it over 3 years ago, but I bought both of them at the same time. So that's what a new one looks like.
Aha.
Now, did you go RST?
No, I ended up with two of the same exact clutches within a day of each other. When I bought it. Because I tried to get one time when the one showed up forever, I finally ordered another one that showed up next day, and I called to cancel it, and they're like, "Yeah, it just shipped out today," so couldn't cancel it.
Oh,
So you had a
Lord.
spare.
Yeah, so I had a spare.
Nice.
So was it $4,000 later, or one was free?
No, there were two different places I bought them from. So
Oh,
neither,
okay. My bad.
It was BOGO, Bama. Buy one,
Yeah.
get one.
yeah, buy one get one full price.
Phew!
I
Now
think
you-
the price. Okay, so one I bought directly from McLeod. The other one I bought from Summit.
So I'm gonna razz you a little bit. For the $4,000, that could have went towards an auto.
You know what? Just my ass. That would have been about half of what I needed for that auto. And it wasn't $4,000. It was about 3,400.
Still, that's
good.
yeah, that's a big chunk still.
Yeah, well, if I had known that somebody was going to offer me an auto kit complete for a certain amount the day before they let me know, I wouldn't have ever had that one upgraded. That manual transmission would have stayed stock, and I would have swapped it. But I was told the day after that transmission got shipped out to Alamo. It was too late.
So, Cooler, where are you at?
I'm in Jackson.
Tennessee?
Yeah. Okay. You've been to, I know you've been to Fort Taker. I live 4 minutes away from the drag strip.
You're close to
Okay. So you was talking about that transmission, right?
That thing has got a mind of its own. I literally today or yesterday was driving around town and I got to the point I was frustrated with it. I finally just said, F it. I laid into it from a red light and just let it bounce off the limiter and shifted every gear. I got a flash and overdrive light, but all of a sudden now I got my gears back.
So that's what is the 470? What?
E. 470E. It's actually it's a
Wait.
98 to 2000 specific transmission for a non-police car.
I've got
So
that. That's a good transmission.
So that's the one that's got that damn. It's got to be built right for that TV cable, right?
No, it
that
is
doesn't have a TV
electronic.
cable.
It is electronic, but it's a oddball transmission specifically for non-police interceptors.
Well, what I was going to say was, do you ever watch Old Man's Garage?
I have on occasion, yes.
Did you see the one he just had? He had to get a certain guy to build that transmission for that Biscayne or whatever it is he's finna give away, because they're oddball some bitches.
If you're looking to have one done, there's a few different people. So my 4R75W that I had built, it was a 4R70 4R75 parts in it, which is basically the hardened gear set and a better pump and what have you. You have BCA Transmissions, in which he's out of Indiana. And then the other one you have is Dan from Silver Fox. There's a few others, but those are the top two. And there's a forum that's on Facebook. Look for 470W transmissions, and they go through everything. Both Darren Birch, who is BCA, and Dan, I forgot his last name. They're both on it, and they're some of the moderators. And Freddie Brown's probably another good one, but they can help you out through anything that you have. I've got the 4R75E in my F-150, and then the 4R75W in the Mach 1. And Darren Birch built mine to be able to handle 950. And it's freaking awesome. I mean, it hits fucking hard. And I can put as much to it as I want. And they're good transmissions if they're built right.
Yeah, if they're built right. But I think Cooler, you was having a problem with the shifting, wasn't it?
That's what it was. It was delaying shifting, and it finally threw heartburn. It finally threw the code. The code is 2-3 shift error, which either is valve body or basically the clutches are wore out in it. But like I said, when I beat on it yesterday, it acted right. And ever since then, as soon as I get rolling on the road, the overdrive light will flash, and you'll feel like I guess the transmission goes into limp mode or something like that, because every gear change is very firm.
Yeah, so if you started out in low gear and you tried to shift up, and I'm talking about putting the power to it and shifting in second, it wouldn't come out of first, would it?
Well, no, it's shifting a second just fine. It's just a second. It's a 2 to 3.
Okay.
But like I said, I beat on it. It's shifting. So as of right now, I'm about to honestly probably I've got a new filter. I'm gonna get some fluid, and I'm gonna pour some clutches in a bottle. We're gonna see what happens.
Well, you know what was crazy? When I told you I talked to my son.
Yeah.
They had just got rid of a car.
Oh.
Could have bought the whole damn thing for $600.
Jeez.
Yeah, but he didn't know it when I told him. He was at work and he texted back when I got off. So, well, we just got rid of a car. Had the same transmission. Now he said it drove fine. Now, how far that goes, I don't know.
Yeah, because that's the one thing. That's the one thing I realized. My ex-wife had this car, and she said it always drove fine for her. But I also know how she drove. And that's probably the reason why it always never gave her problems because she was always
Sure.
in it. Where I drive. I just drive. It's a Crown Vic. I'm just trying to drive it to and from work. I ain't trying to beat on other making a race car.
Right.
Hold on. What car is not a race car?
My '95 Toyota.
No. Every car is a race car if you put your mind to it.
If I did that, my '95 Toyota, I drive to work. I'd probably get killed.
Yeah, I had a '79 Toyota. I drove like about out of hell to work, and that was just back in 2000s. I mean, it wasn't new. I mean, it's only been like 20 years ago.
Oh,
It was a Corolla Tercel or Tercel Corolla, whatever it was. It was
oh,
both
the hatchbacks.
No, it wasn't a hatchback. It was a trunk.
No, mine's a coupe.
Two-door
Yeah,
trunk.
2 doors.
4-speed.
Tercel DX.
Yeah, mine was the older one that was I think it was, I can't remember if it was Corolla Tercel or Tercel Corolla. Because it was
No, they didn't. No, I didn't think they. I think they went from Tercel to Corolla after that.
well, the name of it was like it had both names in it.
No shit, mine don't.
Yeah, not all of them did. They quit making it. The
Yeah,
Corolla and Tercel became two different cars.
yeah.
That's why I was asking. Mine's a Tercel DX.
But yours,
I don't know what the DX is. Dumb X. I don't know.
D Generation X.
Yeah. Hey, that's all right though. I drove for 11 days. Most of the time I fill up every Friday after work.
Yeah.
So this time I think I drove it 9 days or whatever, and all I had to put was like 7 gallons. So I'm happy.
Yeah. That thing got great gas mileage, but I drove
Oh,
it
yeah.
out of hell when it ran because it was dying at one point, and then all of a sudden one day I went out and started it, and it started running like a damn champ, and I did nothing to it. I changed the oil, I did all the normal stuff to it, but I'd done nothing to it. And one day it just starts like doubled its horsepower. And it stayed that way until the day I gave it away.
So the horsepower fairy come one night and worked on it.
Something wasn't working right for the first like month I owned it, and it barely drove. I could get it up to like 40, and that was about it. And luckily, my way to work, 40 was the fastest you had to go. But then one day I was going down the road and I hitting the gas, and it just kept going, and it was like it came alive.
Maybe you blew the cat out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Corolla,
it was topped up. You blew it out.
That's a big possibility. I mean, when it was given to me, the guy gave it to me because he thought the clutch was out in it, and it ended up just being the clutch cable needing adjusted. Once I adjusted the clutch cable, I drove it off his lot. He was like, "What the hell?" I was like, "Yeah, it's an adjustable clutch. It's not self-adjusting."
Hey, Corolla, I was reading that it could be the 2-3 accumulator, in which when you drop the pan to change the fluid, you might be able to just change it then.
Yeah, that little where the spring breaks or the seal goes out in it.
Yep.
Yep. I've read into that too. So I'm probably while I'm in there doing the filter, I may poke around a little bit, see what I can find. Because I've got a guy besides the trans guy we use that down at HPR. I know another guy that builds transmissions, and he pretty much told me if I need something to call him, he's got some 4R parts on the shelf.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
Brake transmissions. Does that count?
Yeah.
No, but if you stay at a Holiday Inn Express, that does count. That
Okay.
helps.
Well, I haven't stayed at one in about a year or so.
Oh, then you lost your degree.
And by the way, Pinks, you're not.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No. You started. Go ahead. You first.
When I'm putting my transmission back in, once I get the parts I need, because I'm waiting on a new slave cylinder because the one in there, the metal that holds the rubber in around the top was coming apart.
Yep.
So I'm like, I'm not gonna put this one back in. I'm gonna replace it. So I'm waiting on one of those. And the Holly fuel rails I ordered are on back order. They won't ship till like the 4th, which isn't a big deal. I probably won't get to it till next month anyway on the top part, because I got to get the bottom done and back together before I worry about the engine side.
Well, I was gonna tell you, you're not the only one in that boat. My timing kit I've been waiting on.
Yeah.
I finally got word from Ford Performance today. There's a possibility of it going on indefinite back order,
Oh,
Oh my God.
Oh, that sucks.
which means a normal $600 timing kit that I can get from late model with the Boss tensioners, new phasers, new chains, blah 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 blah, is now going to run me $1,300 through the dealership just to order chains, guides, tensioners, and 4 phasers.
that's ridiculous.
Yep.
Can you get
Um,
anything from Rock Auto or no?
I
No.
don't trust Rock Auto because everything they got's aftermarket, and their price for Motorcraft stuff is just as much as I get, just as the same price the dealership's going to sell it to me for.
That's true. It is.
Got it.
Everything I found Motorcraft.
I just brought it up because like they'll usually have like a lot of OE stuff, or they'll have the brand that makes the OE stuff, and it'll be a little bit cheaper. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've never had no problem with Rock Auto, but now I ain't ordered nothing in 3 years from them, so it may be totally different.
they're
So the
good
last
for
starter
return
I
stuff.
bought from Rock Auto was total crap and didn't work.
I never had an issue.
Because I had it for too long before I tried it, and it didn't do anything. And I was thinking the whole time I'm sitting there thinking in my car after I put the engine that I blew in I'm thinking something's wrong. It's not starting. It won't start. What did I screw up in the wiring? And then I just pulled the damn thing out and tested it, and it didn't work.
Well, I put stuff on my 68 for several years, and I've never had an issue.
Yeah.
Now I may be just lucky at what I got.
Yeah. But I paid so little for it, I didn't even worry about it. That's how little I paid for it. So, and then
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
AutoZone and bought another one, and it cost me about $30 more than that one, and it worked fine. And it's the engine didn't stay working, but the current.
Well, I know a couple of years ago I put a solenoid on that damn 68. I had to buy 4 before the first one even worked.
Oh, that's the question I had for you, Chris. When I go to put that transmission back in, because you put mine in, it's a pain in the ass with those headers I got, right? Would it help if I lifted the front of the engine to tilt it down in the back? Does that help at all, or no? Because
Yes, yeah, you can do it a different way though. Technically, if you wanted to, your motor mount nuts, you can back them off a little bit, and that'll actually let the engine rock on them just a little bit, and that'll give you a little extra play without having to put a jack on the crankshaft or on the balancer.
I wasn't gonna put it on the balancer.
Well, but I in general, that's where most people do it. But yeah, you can actually, like I say, you can loosen the mounts, and it'll let the motor rock back just a little bit. The other thing is, remember, if I remember right, doing your car, I think I end up putting your transmission in at like a 45-degree angle,
Oh yeah, you have
twisted,
to put it
and yeah,
cockeyed and then turn it to get it in.
right.
Because where the starter sits, that sticks out further.
Yep.
Without the starter in there, it hits the
Primaries.
long tubes.
Yep.
Which
Ooh, long tubes.
fucking pain in the ass is what it is.
I don't like long tubes. That's just me.
Starter was such a pain to get in,
I don't
out.
like log tubes either. They're great. They give you a little bit extra power, but I'd rather have a power adder and just turn up the boost a hair, and you're at the same horsepower, and you could drop your transmission without cursing.
That tube you see right there on the Avatar, it's got them long tubes. I'd cut them bitches up, throw them in the trash.
So I like the long tubes. I like the way they make it sound. I like the power they actually gave it when I added them on. Because I added those before I had the Whipple.
I'd cut them up.
Well, the other thing to think about too is a good quality header, depending on the brand, will actually clear a lot of stuff better than, say, a lower cost one.
That's true. That's
That
true.
is very true. That is very
more
true.
than $145 on them.
That is very true. I like, now this is a very, very unpopular opinion, but
Maybe
I
not.
like a nice set of shorties. especially when you find a used set, and the ones that that I have on my Mach 1, I port matched them to kind of match. So it was a good transmission, a good transition from my ported head. So
Yeah.
it was nice flow, and I'm happy with that. I can take things off. I can put it back on. It
Yep.
maybe gives me 2 horsepower over the stock logs, but it sounds a little bit different, a little bit better than the stock logs. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
have all the horsepower, but then again, add a couple pounds of boost.
Well,
I can't do that now. I don't have an adder.
the shorties on my a car that got tore up in the tornado had the Max,
Oh, you
and
have
I love it. I love the sound of them son of bitches.
Well,
But
now,
see,
but the one thing I remember from engines class, and then we're talking 20 some odd years ago, and some other stuff, is a good set of equal length shorties will give you mid range power,
yes.
Yeah.
which is most of the time for a street driven car is where it's at.
It just won't give you a peak. Right.
what up,
Correct.
Celtic?
I like the same length. I don't like the no. I like the same length. That's just me. I got them on the 68 and my 93 that's sitting there all tore up, and I love them. You can do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't
I
got all
got-
the
I
shit in
got
the damn way.
I got lifts, and I still won't put on long tubes. I don't wanna-
I did them on jack stands, but I'm crazy because I do everything on jack stands.
Jack stands and short and long tubes, man. That's a lot of cursing and a lot of drinking.
It was a lot of in 2 days. There's a video. It's actually my best video. Is the second part of that install, and it
Did you-
starts out with me stripping the first part of the video is me stripping. Actually,
Hold up. Wait a minute now. We don't need none of that on YouTube.
Yeah.
No,
We don't
no
do that.
stripping.
Not.
No stripping.
and broke it and broke the socket at the same time.
What's up,
No,
dog?
if you're stripping, that's worse if you break the socket. That's bad. Very
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, but you see my exhaust there, right?
Yeah.
Which is all one piece, which is a pain in the ass.
But at the same time, a stock S550 exhaust is one piece. And actually, if you unbolt the hangers, it actually comes out fairly easily.
Well, it
That is
does, and it can be left. It is, fairly one. Yeah, I guess it is one.
Yeah, it's one piece.
I hadn't had the original in so long that I'd forgotten what it was like because I cut that suitcase out like as soon as I got the car.
Yep.
It's like
What's up,
that
50?
the red coupe you see in the Avatar. I can't even hardly pull that into this shop right here because of the long tubes.
Yeah,
Hanging down too low.
You damn right they are.
mine don't hang down low.
Well, it's according to how big you are. If you hang down low,
Yeah,
It's gravity. With age, they hang down lower.
I seen Cooler jerk his head back when I said that. I don't know if it's what I said or the gnat.
Gravity
Oh,
is not our
Lord.
friends.
hey, hold on, real quick. Hey, Salty, it's totally fine. I wasn't upset. I get it. I totally understand.
Well,
I've been there.
Let me look at the chat.
Oh, he's just apologizing. He said he was in a mood last week, and I totally get it. I've been the same way. I've left panels before too, just because I was in a mood.
Yeah,
Oh, I get it.
we've all done it. There's no biggie, Salty.
It's not a big deal, dude.
Right, come on up here and tell us how you like that coffee.
Glad you're feeling better this week.
I don't think I've ever gotten mad on any of our live streams.
Why is my camera? Hang on, my camera's freaking backwards. What the hell?
There you go.
You got
What
it
were
back.
you looking at?
I'm gonna change. I'm gonna change the
Oh,
style.
yeah, I see that.
Bam.
There was a block over there. I saw that.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Bam. There's a block.
pretty.
Is that your Gen 2?
Yeah, that's my Gen 2. I'm waiting for the machine shop to tell me to come take those to them.
Now, I saw
Okay.
you talking about selling some Gen 2 stuff. What were you?
Okay, what was going on was basically just I got fed up with a lot of stuff because I can't get parts to put this damn thing together.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I understand that.
But at least oil pump's all built and done. The whole bottom end's all gone through and I did check all the bearings. Bottom end sealed up, oil filter housing, motor mounts, rear main seal, all that stuff's done. Now I just gotta get those done and get my head gaskets and head studs to get together.
But I tell you what now, since you got the heads on the floor, I'll give you $2 a piece.
They're not on the floor; they're actually sitting on the exhaust studs.
I'll give you 250.
Hey, I had to try, didn't
Hell yeah.
I?
Machine shop is parts prison. Yeah. No
Yeah, and
shit.
then there's
Listen,
but
boxes of parts.
it took me 3 months to get those
Cams?
last set of factory intake cams I could find.
Really?
Nice.
For a
No
Gen
shit.
Well, see, those are Gen 1 intake.
Oh,
These are Gen 2 / Gen 1 Boss exhaust cams.
okay.
Oh, that is rare.
So,
Well, I have to say your storage area is not very organized.
No, not really.
this is what happens when you work 60 hours a week.
That's why I try not to work 60 hours a week.
I wish I could not.
And my storage area looks just like that, so
but then she's sitting over here.
yeah.
That's nice.
So I'm waiting on parts for mine, and I think if I'm not mistaken, I should have my throw out or the throw out slave cylinder tomorrow. If that shows up tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll try and get
Whew.
the
Look at that black beauty.
Is that a
Sorry,
Cobra?
I bought
Yeah.
a new pilot bearing too.
99?
97.
97. What? You wait a second. That engine doesn't look like the engine.
What? Looks just like the engine.
Isn't that the engine?
It's the engine. It's sitting in the car, ain't it?
Looks just like the
That
Gen
ain't the
1
engine.
F-150 engine.
Yeah.
What it looks like.
That's the one Pinks is getting eventually.
That's supposed to be a Texit. What happened to the Texit?
Well, you know what? Hold on. If I could act well, I could send. Hang on, Pinks. I'll tell you what. Hold on. Hang on 1 second. I know what I'm about to do. Hang on.
He's about to knock himself out. That's what's going to happen.
No, actually, Pinks, I'm gonna send you the video of in Facebook Messenger. If you, I don't know if you can copy and paste it or not.
I don't know what I can do. We'll see.
Uh,
Let me turn my messenger on because I can probably just share it on here because I do have messenger on this computer.
what's up, Swindell? What's up, Gary? I think Gary's in here.
Yeah, Gary's back in here as Mach 1 this time.
Eric,
Give me one.
But I was missing the comments. I was looking at that damn black car.
Yeah,
It's all black, back in black, baby.
That's it.
that's
Nice
Teams.
car.
I don't need Teams. Oh, where's my messenger? I know maybe it's only
It's right there on your phone.
nope.
So,
No, I'm
did you-
not on my phone.
did you keep the
All right.
Texit block or what?
There it is.
Well, no, because I needed the funds to finish the swap in the car. But basically, I'm gonna let Pinks. Well, if he can share the video and play the video, you'll hear how bad it actually was. And you know what? Hang on, I'll actually send him the pictures of when I started tearing it down. What I actually found.
You talking about the old motor?
Yeah, the original.
How bad was it?
Timing chain broke, and the shop basically slapped the timing chain in, and never cleared out the pan.
Oh shit!
Okay, so is this 30-second video the one you wanted me to show?
Yeah,
So that sucker ate itself pretty quick.
the crank was rainbowed.
Oh, that sounds like fun. So you had a DEI motor.
Okay, let me see if I can do this. Let's share
'Cause you
screen.
might as well just dump valve grinding compound in the oil.
Funny thing, I'll send the picture here in a second. That's what it looked like.
And add to stage.
Yeah, the oil must have had all kinds of pretty colors.
Let's see if I can make it play.
I was going to say, is that a
Oh, yeah,
UFO?
that looks like the right motor.
Doesn't sound great.
I don't hear it.
Nah, I can't hear it neither.
Oh, really? Sound's not coming through?
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, I can't hear it.
I don't know why it's not. Let's see.
I think Cooler was sipping the beer and never cranked it up.
Huh.
It's on the top right? No.
It's right in the middle of the screen.
No, I'm talking about the
Volume.
volume. I mean the mute.
Oh, I don't see a mute for this.
There's a
'Cause
volume on the bottom right. Oh, it's all the way
Yeah,
up.
see, it was full volume. I could hear it
Yeah, it's not coming through for some reason.
coming through on my screen.
You want to crank it up so we can hear it through your mic?
I doubt it'll pick it up, but I'll try. I'm already cranked.
That sounds awful quiet to me.
You guys can't hear that.
No.
No. You want a Cooler? Are you in the group chat?
I don't.
You just drop it there when you listen to it, or in the Facebook chat. I'd love to hear it.
He's muted
So-
right now.
So it was just basically everything was bad at that
Oh,
point.
it did not sound good. That's for damn sure. I'll tell you that much right now.
No, it was okay. Hang on, I'm sending 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. There you go, Pinks. I sent you the pictures. You should be able to see. If you share those, they'll definitely be able to see.
Okay. Let me
I love
hold
Cobras.
on. I gotta go back to this. Oh, here, this.
So
I always wanted to have a Cobra.
so at the time, Cooler, what was you doing when it started making that noise? That's what I want to know.
I bought the car that way.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah.
So someone did a
Okay.
shitty job of putting it back together and pawned it off.
So that I'm
Holy
guessing is the oil
fuck.
pan.
Ooh.
That's
That
the
was in the
game.
that was in the pickup.
Okay.
That's the stuff that's the waste from my 3D printer.
No, that's a puzzle. Holy shit.
You see where it rainbowed the crank?
Yeah.
See that? What is that?
That's a timing guide.
Okay. Oh, and that's that video again.
Yeah.
And
It's a
then
pretty
that's
motor though.
Needless to say, when I pulled it down, it had spun 5 rod bearings and 1 main bearing.
So you can still go to work though.
So they say spinning ain't winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Well, that's what they say, but that ain't good.
wow. That was not a good thing.
But the funniest thing was for what I gave for the car originally, and I sold that motor in pieces because the guy wanted the block and the heads.
Yep.
I made out okay.
Nice.
Well, you can't
I
beat
end
that.
I ended up selling the motor in pieces to a guy in Knoxville for I think $750.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Nice.
I mean, it is what it is, but that ain't bad. So you put the Coyote in it, and how's she running?
Oh, it runs damn good. It gets and even with 410s in it, I clicked off
Well, 'cause the
25,
thing is,
26.
I mean, you're what, about 400, maybe 500 pounds lighter than a S550.
Yeah, call it 500 pounds. Yeah, because this car I put on the scale with me sitting in it was 3,400.
Yep. And then all of a sudden you put a 410 in it, and that thing's just, yeah. Would that beat a mildly boosted S550?
The fastest I ran at the 8th mile before I originally sold it, it ran 8 flat at 91, and that was with a 160 foot.
Damn.
So it got it once it actually got once it's once I actually got out of the hole and actually lay into it, it did really good. Oh, hang on, let me see if I can.
I mean, I'm a Cobra guy, and I'd like the old 4.6s, but I mean, that's a powerful package.
Well, how wide are the RPMs that you had to go to take off from the line?
25. I like 2,500 and ease the clutch out.
Yeah, I didn't use the clutch out so much on mine.
Mhm.
We can
Pinks,
tell.
I think we know that, Pink.
So,
And I
okay,
started out at around 4,200 RPM.
so funny story. In the Mach 1 forums, there's this one guy that's gone through, and I think it was 4 different throwout bearings and freaking 6,000 miles or something like that. And he's like, these damn cheap bearings, I use the Ford OEM, I use this, these cheap bearings, and so he has a video of how that he's driving, and I'm sure a lot of us were kind of thinking to ourselves, the dude can't drive. That's why he's going through all the damn throwout bearings.
Exactly. No, and see, Mike, you'll appreciate this, and in fact, you probably know where these originally came from if you recognize them.
What's
The
up?
speed-
Kid?
You know I'm blind as hell, Pinks.
So am I. I can't. I'm trying.
Sorry. Hold on.
I think I got it set up on there right. Yeah.
Really? Very nice.
I actually picked these up off I actually bought these for like $30 out of a 95R.
Wow.
Boy, I love them seats.
Them's purty.
That's a pretty car.
The only thing that's left for me to do right now, besides getting the stereo finished, and the engine swap is I gotta send the steering wheel off.
Yeah, but you know, Cooler, the only bad thing about that, it should be all back in black.
No, this is factory.
That looks nice. I mean,
The only thing I
looks
Oh, no,
wanted
it
to
looks
do.
good. I'm just messing with him.
Oh, I know. The only thing I wanted to do, but I cannot find a parts car, is, and Mike probably knows this too, 94 to 96 cars with a tan interior, you can get these from here up is black.
Yeah.
Factory two-tone.
Yep.
But it's hard for me to find another set of door panels.
Huh. And they didn't come in all tan on the doors?
No, hang on. On the 96 and 98 cars, if it was tan, unless it was a convertible, everything's tan except for
No.
the top of the dash pad.
Well, you know what a convertible is, right?
Yeah, don't get me
It's,
started on no
it's
convertible.
Salty's parts car.
So my 95 is black on black. I'm black.
What up, Gary?
Hey, Gary. How you doing, sir?
Man. Yeah, my 95 Cobra was all black, baby. Interior.
That's right.
Nice.
Oh,
That's right. Buy
Here you
her
go, Mike.
back and send her to me. I'll take her.
you see those, Mike? You know what those are?
I'm blind. You
I
got
can't see it.
Oh, yes.
Get the hell.
Foldaways.
Damn,
Those
you
things
think
go
you
for a
think
ton
you
these
special,
days.
don't you?
Fancy.
Those are race
Off the
car mirrors
0304
to get
Cobras.
better aerodynamics.
Yeah, that's off the 0304 Cobras.
94 to 98 export mirrors, along with
Really? I thought those were off a Cobra. Wow.
Got the tail lights.
Oh, you got
I'll tell you
ambers
what.
on it? Nice.
You got the European style because they got the orange markers still.
Mhm.
Ambers.
Amber, orange, you call it what you want.
Man,
Somebody-
now I know why you call it cooler.
Now, the ones that are really, really expensive are the 99 and 01 ambers. Cats want $2,000 for the damn sets now, which are out of their
Jesus.
damn minds.
Funny
$2
thing
grand.
is, the most expensive ones that have been sold on the SN95 forums were the 94 and 95 ambers that were NOS in a box still. Somebody sold for $2,800. A guy restoring a 94 or 95 Cobra car.
The dude that bought those was an idiot.
Oh, Salty there.
That's all I can say. The dude that bought those was an idiot. $2,800 for a set of damn taillights ain't happening.
Well, you got to realize they never came to America, and the only car that actually had them from the factory was, I think it was 95. You could order a car from Celine with them, but it had to be S351 Extreme is the only way you could get them.
Yeah, I'd be rocking with the stocks. Ain't no way, but I'd rock with the stocks before I pay $2,800 for them.
I agree.
It depends on what you like. I mean, that's just what it is. That's what
I'm gonna
the
tell you right
dude
now, I can find a lot better places to spend $2,800 than on a set of taillights.
I'm there with you. I bought mine for $750, and I bought the mirrors for $750.
Yep,
So,
Salty knows he spent that much money on damn lot lizard.
so
But
the
no, I agree with Gary though. I
Too
agree with
much
Gary.
for a lot lizard. What are
thing
you
is,
talking about?
listen, 100%. That dude probably had more money than he knew what to do with, so he spent it.
Yeah, yeah.
And he
Hey,
took-
hey, that is one way to keep the IRS out of your banking account. Because if there's less in it, they ain't gonna fuck with you.
Yeah.
Salty was looking for the entry level lot lizard. No teeth.
No, no,
problem.
no. I always went for the professionals, brother. I didn't. I did not mistreat myself.
So what was the guy's name?
If I had to pay for it, I was stepping up. I wasn't damn sure wasn't
Yeah.
stepping down.
He wanted both ears.
Good Lord.
Well, see, that's a good thing about being a truck driver. You get them in the truck and you just drive to the next damn truck stop and drop them off and keep on going. And they can start the whole party at the next one.
Question. I got a question for you, Salty. This is a really serious question.
Uh-oh.
What happens when the tank is full?
Have you ever seen a woman that had a full tank?
I was gonna say, well, hey, I'm Salty. You actually stopped? You just didn't throw them out?
I'm just gonna say this. Have you ever seen a woman that had a full tank? No, it's impossible.
Well, I guess I'm one lucky bastard because I believe I got one with a full tank.
What up,
Lord
Sublime?
mercy.
Wait, what did you say, Gary?
What?
What did you say?
I didn't hear what you said.
What did you say? You said you're lucky to have one with a full tank?
That's right, because my wife is very fucking smart.
No,
Yeah,
that's-
well,
that's
you know
not
what?
we're
That's
talking
that's
about.
that's
We're
yeah.
talking-
That's definitely not what we're talking about.
Gary,
talking
we're
about,
talking
Mike?
about lot lizards that at each stop they get another deposit. So when
Yeah,
the tank
exactly.
fills
We're
up-
talking about one of those. We're not
Bless
talking about.
America.
Oh, I'm
We-
sorry, Mike. I'm not as smart as you. I forgot.
I'm not smart.
Man, the lifeboat, the shit's getting deep.
Well, I can tell you what. I left Peter Tracks from here to California back a few times. I
Oh,
ain't gonna
you
see
ain't
it. Why.
left nothing, dude. Your Peter Tracks are still in your underwear.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, you should have told my child support that for 22 years.
Yeah. Because you left 2 doctors doesn't mean anything.
Hey, look here. I was potent twice. That's all I can say. No,
Look,
3 times.
The
3
one who
times. Cause I got a son too. So
The one who brags the most jacked off more.
hey, I look at it like this. Hell, it's mine. I can wash it long as I want to.
Here's Sublime.
What's up, Sublime?
Hey, Sublime.
Yeah, Sublime.
What's up, Sublime?
Movie. I know how that is.
What's up, New Balance wearer?
Yeah, you
Hey,
got
I
him
like
7
New
New Balance now. You got him a Corvette. Ain't that what they give all the people that buy a Corvette, a pair of New Balance?
And some
It
jorts.
just happened to grow on your feet when you buy the Corvette. It just,
I like New Balance.
Nah, I guess they're okay. I hadn't had a pair since I was a kid, man. All I wear
New
is Skechers.
Balance and Skechers.
actually,
Yeah,
we
that's
have
all I
a-
wear is Skechers.
from earlier. I have New Balance, but they're black. They're solid black.
But I'm fixing to try a new pair of shoes because I got this damn foot disease going on. I guess it finally made its way to me. My brother and sisters and all that shit, they got it now. I guess I got it. So I got to try a different pair of shoes. These Skechers are making my damn feet hurt.
Mm.
So I'm gonna buy a damn pair of Brooks that costs $150. I ain't never paid $150 for a pair of shoes in my life.
I was gonna say, go to either like a New Balance store. Don't buy the shoes, but get the custom fitted orthotics to put in your existing shoes, and it'll help your foot pain a lot too.
Well, I talked to my doctor about that, and according to what the doctor says, now I can only go by what the doctor says.
Mhm.
They said they don't really help with the foot disease I got. It's called that plantar fasciitis bullshit. I guess I'm saying the word. I guess I'm saying that word right.
Plantar yep, that's the thing.
But now it's made its way to me. Yeah, my sister had to have surgery on both her damn feet because of that shit.
Yeah, actually, I realized I don't know what it is that my foot. I thought it was my shoes, and then tonight I was checking my foot out, and the pain I'm feeling is actually not from my shoes. It's a bump on the bottom of my foot that I don't know what it's from.
Well, see, that's the thing. If you look at my feet, they're fine. I have no bumps, no rashes, no nothing like that. They just fucking hurt. So my doctor was checking my blood flow through my legs and found out that's not the problem. So then she started doing. I had to go to what's that? A foot, leg, and ear doctor or whatever you call them. You know what I'm talking about. Look, man. I don't know, man. I just had to go to one of those damn doctors,
I
and that's when he.
for my feet.
That's when he diagnosed me with that plantar fasciitis shit. Yeah, because my damn feet hurt, man. God almighty, it hurts so damn bad.
Where's that bump at?
Mine right in the so it's a little teeny bump. And it's like right in the arch of my foot in the soft part.
It might be a plantar wart.
I was thinking, but it doesn't look like one. But it might.
They don't look like warts though.
No, they don't. They're
They
kind
look
of
like a little bump.
But I'll probably set up an appointment tomorrow. See my doctor.
Well,
I had
my
heel-
brother, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I had heel spurs, and like you would set up in your like you let your legs dangle or whatever, you know,
Yeah.
and I could feel it coming off the meat of my foot. You know what I mean? And then when
Yeah.
I would step back down, it would like stab it again,
Yep.
and it sucked.
Yeah, that's what it feels like is when I'm standing up, it feels like something stabbed me in the bottom of the foot. But I'll go. I do need to go see a doctor about it because now that I know it's not my shoes, because I was thinking I just needed to get a new pair of shoes.
Hey, Salty, have you tried barefoot shoes?
No, I never have. I just know my brothers and sisters, they all switched over to the Brooks, and they say that's really helped their feet a lot. Their feet don't hurt like they used to anymore. So I'm going to switch over to the Brooks and see if that helps. Look, it's going to break my heart to have to spend $150 on a pair of shoes because I have never spent that much money on a pair of shoes before. But I guess I'm going to have to break down and try it at least. Maybe I can stay out of the damn surgery room if I damn do something with my feet now.
Yeah.
That sucks, Salty.
It just happens, man. When you get old and fat and fucking out of shape and shit, I guess shit gets handed down through the generations. I guess they just planted that shit in our family, I guess.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, well, I'm so tired tonight. I've just been beat all day. I got home from work and I just didn't. I was planning on spraying the weeds on the driveway that are growing up through the gravel. And I just had no energy to do it. So I guess I'll do it tomorrow before it starts raining this weekend.
Kratos,
Gary,
no,
did-
you're not in my lap. Go.
Gary, did you watch Alter Stain's video today?
Nope.
You know that black, what is it, a deck car that he bought, DECH, that black car, that Fox
Yep.
body?
Yep.
He pulled that damn thing out of his damn garage today and was just going over the car, crunk it up and revved it up to 3,000 RPM, and the fucking motor blew and broke a rod, slung it right through the oil pan right in the driveway.
Holy shit! But why did he bring that fuck up to $3,000 for?
Well, because he said he was having, it felt like he was having some kind of issue with the car, and it would start breaking up around 3,000. So he was just, the car hadn't been running but like 4 or 5 minutes, literally 4 or 5 minutes, and he was just slowly getting it up to 3,000. He said as soon as it hit 3,000, he said it just come loose right in the driveway.
3,000 isn't that high.
No, it's
what
not.
That sounds like to me. Sounds
No,
like
no,
that
he-
balancer slipped.
No, he took the engine apart. No, it broke a rod.
Well, what I'm saying is, don't forget those motors are external, or well, depends on if it's a factory motor. They're externally balanced, and if the balancer slipped, like the ring slipped, that would throw a hell of a lot of harmonics in the equation.
Yeah, he pulled the oil pan off, and that son had a few little holes in it, and then all the the rod was in there, the piston skirt was in there. It broke that son bitch all through shit, that one piston.
Damn.
And
It shook itself to death.
it's crazy, man. It broke his damn heart. You could just see it on his face. It just broke his damn heart.
Dude. He said he's thinking I could build something bigger and better now.
No, he's really sitting here saying, he goes, look, I don't know what to do. He goes, I don't have another engine to put in this car. Because if you look, he's got a damn Fox body sitting right next to it in the garage, and that's the one that he was working on trying to get running for his wife. But now he's got two of them broke down.
He's gonna have to spend some of that YouTube money
Yeah, he got to spend some money now.
and buy one.
Well, I told him in the damn thing, I told him in the comments, I said if the block would take it, just put it as a 347. If the block would take it, but as he was pulling it apart to pull the oil pan off, looked up and he goes, "Well, that cylinder wall is fucked."
Oh,
He was laying up under the car when he said that shit. I hate to see that though. He didn't even get a chance to drive. He just pulled it out of the damn driveway, out the garage, and right there, pow, popped right in the driveway.
Well, that
sorry,
sucks.
won't, you know? At least he doesn't have to have it towed somewhere or pick it up. It's home.
No.
I think the biggest part of this is he wanted to keep that car original.
Yeah, he does, man. He wants to put it back everything as original as possible in that car.
Right.
Because you got to remember that car is Canada's damn we have the Celine in America. Well, that's Canada's Celine up there.
Yeah.
And if you look around, them cars are rare, dude. There's not a whole lot of them out there. And the people's got them. Don't put them up for sale very often.
What
You know, Vince, you were talking earlier when I was under the Fairmont about your clutch and how bad it was and stuff like that.
yeah, pretty
Did
bad.
you install that clutch when they put the blower and everything on it?
What's that?
The clutch that you burn up in your car. Did you install that when you put the blower on it, or?
I installed it not long before that.
Oh, okay.
It was on there when they put it back together, when they put it back together, because they had to send the transmission out to get fixed.
Right. Yeah, because you tried so many different ways of launching that car, and and this and that. So I wonder if that is what helped do the damage of the clutch.
I think so. I'm hoping that's what it was. I mean, it had a couple of trips or a couple of two track days on it back in Washington with stock power on that clutch, and then all the drag, just the drag racing I've done here, and that's it. That's all the mileage it really had put on it. I mean, it had some road miles put on it and break-in miles, so it had about 1,500 miles on it. That was it.
Yeah, so I'm just guessing on the way you tested everything, try to get it to hook better, stuff like that, if they had something to do with it.
It went out on me while I was in Kentucky at the track. That's when it went out.
Yeah.
I just wonder if the second gear launches were just hard on the clutch.
I think so. I do. The 4,300 RPM second gear launch. Yeah, I think that might have been somewhat hard on it. Plus, I was still, even at that, was still having to slip it a little bit to feather it in, and it just didn't take it. I was debating on whether to put the same clutch back in because I have one already, and I've just decided I'm going to because I don't feel like spending any more money.
I don't blame you.
And I already have it. I've had it for over 3 years. I can't return it, and I wouldn't be able to get probably half of what I paid for it. Because it's odd, because it's for an S550. I bought it for an S5, but it's a 26 spline, not a 23.
Proline said, "Sometimes you just got to send the rods to Jesus."
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to go.
I did that in my Focus. Sent the rod and the piston.
Yeah, you did.
By the block.
Yeah, but you said you didn't want to put a stock clutch back in it, though. Isn't that what you said?
Well, I didn't want to put a stock clutch back in, but a single disc would have been fine. I wouldn't have going back to what I had before, which was the Exidy, just an Exidy performance clutch. But I've already got this one, comes with the flywheel and everything, so I've already taken the old one off. I'm just waiting for the new pilot bearing and slave cylinder, which is supposed to be here tomorrow, I think. And once those get in, then I'll start swapping, and hopefully tomorrow I can have the transmission back up in there.
Cool.
And then I'm on delay for my fuel rails because they were back ordered. So they're supposed to ship hopefully on the 4th of next month from Holly.
Did you end up selling your blower and setup and everything yet?
Not yet. I haven't got, once I get everything off and get it together, then I'll look about, putting it up for sale. I need to get cleaned up and figure everything out. I want to clean it up some.
Make sure it's right.
Yeah. Well, it's got it's got the internal intercooler needs to be replaced.
Yeah, you were saying it before.
Yeah, and that's $450 from $450 just to buy that.
Yeah, but still, for somebody, I
That's
mean,
pretty cheap.
yeah, exactly. Especially when they get the kit from you and everything else, there's still going to be money ahead.
We lost Mike there for a second.
Yeah, I saw them.
Yeah, there'll definitely be money ahead. That's for sure.
Went boom.
But it
I
comes
think-
with the 10 rib kit. It comes with the the big what's the crank
ATI.
pulley. Comes with the ATI crank pulley. It comes with it does not come with a crank bolt though, because I'm still using that. It's got like I said, the 10 rib kit. It's got the what's that intake on it? The
Cobra Jet.
the Cobra Jet intake that's made to fit all the way up to I think the 150 millimeter.
Yes.
No, it's got the neck down for that 133
130.
something,
Yeah.
and it's already been set up to work. It'll have to be adjusted, but it's set up right now to work with 2017, 16, 15. Whereas, I think it'd have to be adjusted because it was made for a 2018 plus, which is a slightly different throttle body connection.
Yeah. Well, basically, they could buy a throttle body for the 18 up because basically what it is, 15 to 17 is still analog with voltages, and 18 up is digital with voltages.
Right. But we made it work. So
Yeah.
I was actually there when they made it work.
Yep. Hey, Mike. So I was gonna say, how did that video sound now, huh?
Yeah, not the best, but what was interesting is when I saw how caked up the pan is, so my question is, you could hot tank it, you could clean out the passages with a wire brush, but are you really going to get the oil passages perfectly clean after doing that to where you could assemble it and actually trust the engine?
Well, the guy that bought it, apparently that's all he builds those Texas blocks, and apparently he knows what he's doing because I've kept up with him on Facebook till he deleted his page, and he's built some high horsepower blocks. And I think mine, because of the wearing, I think the block he got from me, I think he ended up getting sleeved.
Got it. But you know what I mean? That's just
You can
so
clean
much
the oil
debris.
passages out with after tanking them and then some air pressure. You clean them out, you blow them out.
But look at that oil pan. It was
It's still cleanable. I could do it. It would take me time because I don't have the equipment for it, but I could get it cleaned out. I just wouldn't because it's not what I want to do.
Yeah, machine shops with the right equipment, they can clean all that stuff out. That's not a problem.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass making sure oil ways are, they're all cleared up, but it's not impossible to do, and it's not even super hard, really. It's just a pain in the ass.
I still would have done the same swap that Chris did the first time. I'd have put the Coyote swap in it too.
Coyote engine, I just don't like the way they sound. That's a personal thing. I like the way mine sounded with the Whipple on it and that exhaust, and I even liked it without the Whipple and that exhaust. But it does sound completely different.
Now, the funny thing
no
is-
push rod, that's for damn sure.
Now, the funny thing is, depending on how the exhaust is ran on a Coyote, you can actually make it sound like an older. You can make it sound like an older engine, or if you use one with the F-150 firing order, F-150 firing order is the same firing order as old 302 HO.
Yeah.
Wait, it's got the original firing order that's on the 5 liters and 4 6s.
The Coyote. The Coyote is. I'm trying to think. Hang on.
Because Coyote's different than the old 5 liters and the 4.6s.
Yeah, in the Mustangs, and the first gen F-150s, yes, they got a different firing order. On the Gen 2 and Gen 3 truck engines, they changed the firing order to promote more low-end torque, which in turn that firing order happens to be 13726.548, which is a 302 HO firing order.
Yep.
Really?
375609.
I did
Proline
not
said
know that.
machine
That's
shop
awesome.
is a cuss word.
You what, Gary?
Proline said machine work is a cuss word.
Yeah.
no kidding.
Yeah.
That's why I only use machine shops that I know, man.
You know
I
what?
don't-
My Mach 1 don't sound like a regular Coyote.
Well, the reason why the Mach 1 actually had the active exhaust and that supposedly the resonator's a little different on the Mach 1s.
Well, I took the resonator off.
And you still got the mufflers, the active mufflers. The factory active exhaust changes the tone a whole lot too.
But I wonder if because I got that GT350 intake on there, if that makes a difference too.
It does a little bit.
Yeah, because mine don't sound like a regular Coyote.
Mm-mm.
Thank God.
And I don't mind the sound of the Coyote at low RPM. It's at the high RPMs I don't like the way they sound.
I love your wife's car. That GT350. That the sound of that is just freaking amazing.
I'm telling you, if you're in the garage and she starts that thing up, it hurts your ears.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful though. I
It
mean,
sounds so good,
I'm a
though.
big fan of that engine, even though everybody hates them and they have some potential issues. But I still
That's the flat
still
plane,
love it.
right? That's the flat plane crank.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that sound of that.
But you know what though?
Yeah,
People have a
bro.
lot of problems. The people that have problems with those engines ripped on those cars as soon as they bought them. They didn't give them time to break in or do nothing, and they got a break-in period on them.
Yep.
And
That's
those
true.
people are the most people that had the issues with the engines.
Yeah.
I heard that that some of them, the ones that boosted them, that really played havoc on them.
Well, that's the thing. If you're going to boost that, then you got to have it built.
Right.
And you also got to remember too, most of the people on YouTube videos is what you see, and most of those people are doing it for clicks anyway. They don't give a damn if it blows up. They just getting views. They don't give a shit because they know they know the views are going to pay for another engine, so they don't give a damn.
Yeah. Well, my views don't pay for shit. Well, last week, I had probably my live stream had over 100 views at the end of the live stream.
That's pretty good.
It had over 30 some hours just at the end of the live stream. But then the next day, when it clicks over and becomes uploaded, all that goes away, and it's got like 12 views and no hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So once it goes away from being live and becomes uploaded, which is like within 12 hours of you ending your live, if you leave it up, it still gets views, but it lowers the amount it shows. Now I don't know if the other views actually go away. I think they do.
Sounds like a scam to me.
That's weird because I'm going to tell you with mine, I leave them up, and the next morning I have more views on it than I did when I shut the stream down.
Mine does not do that. But see, you're monetized, so it might show you stuff differently.
Okay.
You have a lot more viewers than I do anyway.
Yeah, Gary, your channel's been growing pretty good.
And I know this, Gary, your video that car looks good. I still want to trade.
Mike, did you get all them solar panels moved into your shop?
All of them moved into the shop?
Yeah, you took the pallet, you opened up the pallet. So I just figured.
It's leaning up against the shop.
Oh, okay. Well, it ain't gonna hurt them anyway. They're made to sit outside.
They're
anyway.
outdoor rated.
They're made to be outdoor, and if someone's going to steal them, they would steal them just the same as when I have them mounted on the ground mounts, and they're, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but they're in, they shouldn't be stealing them.
I didn't realize those were 50 pounds a piece.
Yeah, 1,500 pounds.
That's a lot.
Damn.
A lot.
Yeah, you got to build a hell of a rack system to hold them some bitches up when the wind kicks up.
Well, so what I'm doing is I got ground mounts from EcoWorthy. So you put together the ground mounts, you mount it to it, and then I've got all these fallen trees. I got some that that I'm not going to cut up, and I'm just going to use the excavator to use those to hold down the mounts. So it
Yeah.
should be good.
Gonna strip all the limbs off of them and just use the
Yep.
3 logs.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
There
I'm
you
off tomorrow. I'm going to buy machine shop guys lunch tomorrow. Hopefully my stuff will get done before I'm too old to drive.
Nope. Not going to
Is that-
happen, William. Not going to
is that-
happen.
Is that Proline talking?
Plan.
Yes.
You need to take them out to dinner, I think. Not just lunch. You need to take them out to dinner, wine and dine them. Maybe then.
Either that or get some of those lot lizards that fucking they're talking about.
I was about to say, Salty needs to introduce him.
Hey, I have retired the lock lizard thing. It's been long retired, brother. I can't give you no information on that one.
Don't lie.
Hey,
Can't help you with that one, brother.
The
That's what
stuff
happened
that
to
they
Paul.
give you is like baggage. It stays with you for life.
No.
No, listen, we figured it out, man. What happened to Salty? When at one time he used to have 10-inch of Peter, but he messed with all those lot lizards and 6 inches fell off.
Hey, you know what? I won't disagree with that one.
Hey,
Gang
if
Problem
you
is,
pull
problem
it
is,
out-
in my whole life, I've never seen that 10 inches.
if you pull it out and it glows green, something ain't right.
No, what I was gonna say, the Proline, I done told you, come up here and use that damn machine shop I've been using for fucking 40. Well, my whole family's been using for like 40 years. Frank's Head Shop up here. That dude is freaking awesome, dude.
Was that Frank's Head Shop? Is that lot lizard or is that the machine shop?
No. Get off the lock lizard shit. We're talking serious here. But no, that's the name of the damn machine shop. It's called Frank's Head Shop. Old man Frank, that son of a bitch knows his shit, dude. He will not screw you. He will not beat around the bush. If he tells
Here
you
we
it's
go
gonna be,
again.
if he tells you it's gonna be done on this day, you can count. You can. That shit's etched in stone. It will be done on that day.
Yeah,
He
we got a guy around here like that too, Salty. He tells you that's what it is.
Yep. This guy Frank. It's the only guy I use. I refuse to use anybody else but Mr. Frank.
But the thing of it is that now you get into the big cities and stuff like that. Those guys, they get busy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, but see where I'm at ain't the big city.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you get into like, Detroit or, Atlanta or whatever like that.
Oh yeah. Up in that area, hell yeah, it'd be busy as hell for sure. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah, the guy around here we use,
machine work.
he come from Tampa, and he still has people sending motors and heads and all that shit from Tampa up here for him to rework.
Yeah,
I
Mr. Frank.
know he works.
Yeah, Mr. Frank, it ain't nobody but him and his son. And they got an old black fella that works for him that runs the hot tank. That's all that guy does is move engine blocks around and heads and runs the hot tank. Mark and Frank, which Frank's the old man and Mark is his son, they are the two guys that do all the machine work, the building, and they're the only two that touches engines. They don't allow nobody else to touch it but them two. And Mr. Frank is a Ford guy. You ever get a chance, go to his house and let him open up his doors and let him show you all those fucking Edsels that he has. Dude, he's got an Edsel for every year, and he's probably got 4 from every year. That man's got more Edsels than I've ever seen in my damn life. And they're all in pristine condition, just like the day they rolled off the showroom floor. They are freaking immaculate.
I took 3 years in high school machine shop, and I don't know how them guys deal with all that shit of them building all them motors and doing them heads and them blocks, man. It would confuse the hell out of me.
It's like any other job. Just no offense, Bama, but it's just like your plant that you work at. Once you get used to doing something, it's just routine at that point. You just know what you're doing. It's just routine. It's like Gary doing all the stuff that he does for Detroit Diesel. He's been doing that shit so long he could do it in his sleep. Well, that's the same thing with a machine shop. Same thing you at your job. You can do it, work on them conveyors and all that shit. You done it so damn much you don't even think about it no more. You just do it.
I think is what he's talking about, though. The point is that they get so damn busy they don't know whose parts are whose.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. That's true. I can see that point too. Yeah, I can see that point too.
I cannot do my job in my sleep because it requires my eyes to be open.
And and that's the thing about it. When you walk into Frank's shop, to me and you and everybody else, it looks unorganized. But
Oh
you
yeah.
ask Mr. Frank, and he'll tell you everything, where it is, what customer, the parts to go with this, he just knows that shit. But
But
for us looking at it, it just looks unorganized as hell. But he
But it was
knows it
like
all.
that with the junkyard with me, because I was there every single day, and when the cars come in, I'm the one that tagged them and everything else, so I knew where everything was at. I don't
Yeah.
care what you did, I knew where it was at, and I knew what we had.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't have no gosh darn computer then.
See, Mr. Frank still don't run off a computer. He still does everything by pen and paper. But you go down in Griffin where his shop is at. Hell, he's one of the richest men in Griffin. Hell, he owns half of the fucking town down there. All them commercial buildings and all that shit downtown. Hell, he owns half of all that shit down there. But if you look at him, he just look like an old greasy ass engine man. He don't even look like he's got a dime to his name. That man,
Overalls.
yeah, that man can wipe his ass with $100 bill every day the rest of his life and never miss a dollar. I'm telling you, that man is loaded.
So they moved the jet cars and pro mods to this coming weekend from 2 weeks ago because it rained. Now they're forecasting rain for this weekend
Yeah, we got the same thing this weekend.
again.
We got it, but it's not going to start till Sunday. Thank God. Friday and Saturday still going to look good.
No, Saturday morning is when it's supposed to start.
Have you guys realized how much freaking gauges cost nowadays?
Hell yeah, dude. Them some bitches high as hell.
Your oil
Yeah.
gauges and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, crazy.
Yeah, and if you get a damn good quality one, you're going to pay for that shit.
You're definitely gonna pay for it.
Yep, I agree.
And I'm like, shit, back in the day, that used to be one of the cheapest things you could buy was the gauges. Because hell, they didn't cost nothing.
Yeah, that ain't true today, that's for sure.
Hell, even gaskets. Hell, you look at head gaskets, man. They ain't cheap no more neither. A good set of Cometic gaskets, them damn things are high as hell. Copper gaskets, shit, you'll spend money on those damn things.
Hell, factory head gaskets for a Coyote aren't cheap anymore.
Oh, really? What are they running? What are they running nowadays?
From the dealership, about 75 to 85 a piece, depending on if you get the one for like a GT, a Voodoo, or a Predator.
75 a side?
Yeah.
Holy shit. And they sell them that way too. They sell them separately, a side, and you have to buy them as, they don't sell them as a pair no more?
Nope. Two different part
good
numbers.
God. Holy
I
shit.
think for when I got my Cometics, I paid probably $150 each, $200 each.
Mother scratcher.
Yeah, no
That's
shit.
going back 4 years ago or something.
God, I remember going back in the day getting the old Mr. Gasket damn quart gaskets for the head gaskets back in the day. It wasn't shit.
Well, I'll be honest with you. When I can't remember what gasket he put on my engine, but I think I paid a couple $100 for those head gaskets.
You probably did, Gary.
How much?
A couple $100 a piece.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Yeah, you probably did. No joke.
Look at a timing chain kit on some of these cars now, like a Coyote or a 4.6. Cooler knows about that. That shit ain't cheap.
Yeah, but
Nope.
those are like 500 feet long.
Yeah, no shit. It ain't like the little double roller timing chains we used to put on little 5.0s and shit back in the day, or even the 350s and stuff. No, them son of bitches, hell, they half the long as my damn truck out there.
Hell, I might start taking chains from work and bringing it home in my pocket. I guess.
I ain't priced a double roller timing chain gear set in a long time. I have no idea what them damn things cost anymore.
I bought a set 3 years ago, and I cannot remember how much it was. And it was oh shit, where'd I get it from?
Rock
Oh,
Auto,
no. I bought it from the company itself. What was the Ford Motor Company?
Ford Motorsports.
Ah, damn it.
Ford Racing?
Brain fart.
So,
Hold on.
God,
Go,
dude.
now go ahead. I'll think of it.
My stuff is probably the junkiest stuff in the place. I'm pretty sure my block is the only factory block in the whole place. Proline.
Damn, Proline, with all the stuff you build in that engine, I'm really surprised you didn't go get a dart block.
But you know, he's one of those guys, though. He knows what makes what works.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. True.
Yeah,
Millie.
that's the issue with getting older, and it sucks because I feel it as well. You're searching for a word, and you're like, "It'll come to me." 3 to 5 minutes later, then it shows up. It's like, damn it.
Millen.
You talking about Motorcraft?
No, Millen.
Oh, melon. Melon.
Yeah.
Melon.
Millen.
Yeah. Usually when you say melon, people think of damn oil pumps.
They
Yeah,
make all kinds of
that's where I
stuff.
got my double chain last time for my 93.
Well, right here, man, Proline says you're looking at $200 for a small block Ford.
Damn.
For
Boy, them
double
things
roll.
really have gone up. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
I remember you used to buy them for like $50-$60, if that much.
Shit. Yeah, no joke.
I think
Hell, I remember
bought mine.
damn,
I think
I remember
bought mine.
thermostats. I remember thermostats back in the day was like $5-6.
All right,
Shit,
I think
cheapest
I
one I
bought-
got in the
I think
store
I
now
bought
is
the
$15.
The
So I'm
gears,
gonna-
the double chain, and everything for less than $70 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So let me ask you guys a question. I'd like to hear it from each one of you. What
You're
is
not
your
gonna like my
oldest? What is your oldest memory on the price of gas? I
Oh,
remember around 97, 98 cents, something like that, when my mom was filling up. What do you guys remember?
70s in the 70-cent range.
When I started driving, when I got my license in 1986, gas was 61 cents a gallon.
before or after Carter?
Well, in 86, Carter wasn't president in 86.
No.
I didn't say that. I'm talking about he asked me a question.
Oh yeah. Well, you got to understand, Carter wasn't the cause of the high insurance rate. That shit started before he got in office.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, they started having the gas wars and stuff like that in the fucking early 70s. So
I still
Yeah.
remember going to the gas station and going to either the leaded or unleaded side.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah, me too. Yep.
but
Yeah,
I
I
we-
remember when I started driving was I think when I first started driving down here, I think I could get premium for $1.30 a gallon, and regular was $1.10.
wow.
All I know is when I
Yeah.
was a kid, we would sit in line for hours. My mom had to cut the car off, crank it up, pull up, cut it off, start it up, pull up.
The gas shortage years.
Well,
Yep.
how much was the gas? You still haven't answered that question.
The lowest I seen it in my life was
In your old ass age, just go and say it.
yep, I think it was 89 to 99 cents.
But see, are you guys talking about when you started driving?
No, I'm just saying, what was what you remember? This is before I was driving. This is my mom's car.
No, that's what I remember.
Well, I didn't pay attention to gas before I started driving because I didn't have to buy it then.
Exactly.
I started remembering when I started paying for
But since I'm the youngest one here,
it. Oh my Lord.
Do what here?
since I'm the youngest one here,
All right.
so I'm telling you, my motorcycle held a gallon of gas. My dirt bike, I had a little 74 YZ80, and I pushed it to the gas station. I could fill it up for 35 cents.
That's right.
I don't remember the gas
I
being that
don't
low.
remember that lower gas for me, but
That's right. So Gary, in Michigan, when you was a kid, could you ride a motorcycle to school at 14?
Hell no.
We
Nah,
couldn't
we
hear.
We couldn't do
You
that
could get
either.
licensed and drive a motorcycle to school.
We couldn't
Nah,
do
they-
that.
Yeah, we couldn't do
A
that. either.
moped you could.
well,
You could do
Yeah.
mopeds, but you couldn't do motorcycles. But
No.
we always ran our dirt bike because the guy that we knew lived next door to the junior high. So we used to ride it to his house, park him in the garage, but we rode through the woods.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. I know here you can still, like the people that goes out and gets DUIs and gets their license suspended, they can still drive legally on the road and not have to have driver's license or insurance, because you can go buy one of those damn little scooters that's 50 cc's or less, and you don't have to. If you can't get on major highways or nothing like that with like 4 lanes or nothing like that, but you can drive that. Don't have to have insurance or driver's license as long as it's 50 cc's or less.
You talking about now?
Yeah, right now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like that up here too now. But
Yeah.
back in the day, You had to have a license for it, and you could get a license for a moped or whatever for when you was 14. Yes.
Yeah, you can do that here and don't have to have a license or a damn insurance or any of that shit. But like I said, you cannot get on major roads like 1941 or 75 or big interstates. You can't get on nothing like that.
Proline said 89 to 99 cents a gallon, and he's only 50.
Yeah, when
He's 50,
I was a
yeah,
kid,
I got him by 5 years. So
you could drive a motorcycle, and you had that's all you had was a license motorcycle, but you could drive to school.
I remember when I had young kids and was driving my minivan. I remember when gas got up to 98 cents a gallon in Washington State, and it sucked once it went over $1 because it just kept going up higher and higher after that quick.
I remember when gas got to $1, I didn't complain, but I remember when cigarettes got to $1, I was cussing and raising hell.
No shit.
I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I didn't complain about the gas because I was out there. I was gonna burn it out anyway, going seeing girls and all that shit. But when cigarettes got to $1, I was mad.
Salty. When it got to $2, when it
I
got to
could go to the store in Kentucky and get those old L&M cigarettes for my papaw for 30 cents.
I don't remember being that cheap, but I do remember them being. I used to have to go to the store and get them from my mom before I started smoking, and I can remember getting them then. They were like 52 cents a pack for a pack of Marlboro.
Wow.
So salty. When the price was going up, I had promised myself once it got to $2 a pack, I would quit. It hit $2 a pack, and I never bought a pack again.
Wow.
Shit, a buddy of mine got pissed off when they hit 30 cents a pack. He said, when they hit 30 cents a pack, I'm going to quit. He quit and never smoked another cigarette since.
I wish I'd quit when they got to 75 cents a pack because I would have quit back before I was 18.
I quit one time for a year and a half. And I went to a buddy of mine's house and they were having a cookout. And we were all kind of hanging around, drinking beers. And one thing led to another. And I started smoking again and I ain't never stopped since. But it was a year and I went a year and a half without smoking, and that was back in my 20s.
When I quit smoking the first time, cigarettes I think were $2 a pack. Second time they were more, like $2.50 or something like that. But
My mom's cigarettes now, today, I just went and got her 2 packs today and spent $20 buying 2 packs, and she got 38 cents back.
Wow.
Yeah, for 2 packs of Marlboro, she got 38 cents back out of a 20 for 2 pack cigarettes.
I remember when $20 was more than a carton. In fact, the last couple times I was buying cigarettes, I was buying cartons of the Camels I was smoking, but I'd buy them in China at the airport. I was paying $13 a carton. And that was just a couple years ago.
I remember they were $13 a carton here. They were $1 a pack.
Yeah.
Well, it was 12, by the time you pay tax, it was like $13.
Yeah,
Yep.
I remember that too. But when I was first joined the Army, they weren't much more than that in North Carolina, if that even.
Shit, I remember buying
prices
a box of condoms for 50 cents.
Box of what?
Condoms.
I don't know.
What was that? 1978.
I don't remember those. I was too stupid to use them, so I paid child support.
Were they used?
Because if I had known what those are, I wouldn't have 3 kids, most likely.
The same here, Pete. I didn't use them.
Well, the thing about it is that I knew what they were, but it felt better without them.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You're damn right.
I made that mistake two times.
I made it 3 times, and that was it. I went to the doctor. I said, neuter me like a dog, brother. I don't give a shit. I don't want no more kids. Just
That's
do
only
what you
because
do.
they didn't make extra small for Salty, so it was useless.
I didn't care, man, because like I said, the way I done mine, I didn't even tell my ex-wife that I was going to get it done. The day she told me she was pregnant with our second daughter, I didn't say a word to her. Nothing. I made me a damn doctor's appointment through the outpatient at the hospital. Went up there, had it done, came back home, handed her papers. I said, you need to read these. That's exactly how she found out. I said, you need to read them.
And your balls was blue as hell, wasn't it?
And she read those. She goes, I wanted more kids. I said, you'll need another husband for that. I think this shop is out of business.
So what you do? Find another one.
No. Well, she found another one because I didn't give her no option.
Yeah.
But hey, everything happens for a reason. That's the way I look at it.
Yes, sir.
Did you say something like?
He said, "Yes, sir."
Oh, okay.
Well, I remember when tires used to be the cheapest thing on a car.
Oh
Yeah.
God, yeah. Oh God, yeah. Well, for me, they still are.
I will say though, tires have gotten a lot better.
Yes.
Now, if my tire guy ever passes away or whatever, I'm gonna have to go back paying full price like everybody else. But until he gets out of the business, I'm gonna keep buying tires from him. He's been trying to get my brother to buy his business for years.
Why they don't even let you run it?
Well, see, that's what me and my brother was talking about it. My brother's like, well, hell, I'm in my 60s now. I'm gonna be retiring in 2 years. He goes, I don't know if I want to start another business. I'm like, well,
That's
hey,
that's true right there. Rims cost, tires cost more than some rims now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unless you're going for expensive, those fancy expensive rims, and then they're going to cost more. But for the most part, shit,
Well,
the tires on the F450 cost more than the wheels did.
Well, now, but he's got a point though, because there's been multiple instances, like when I had my black 09 California Special, I was going to put just some new tires on the stock, polished 18-inch bullets that were on there from the factory, and I priced them as going to be like $750 for a set of tires, and literally I put $150 more with that, and bought a brand new set of wheels and tires from late model with Nitto tires.
Yeah.
so I won't tell you what I pay for mine then, Chris. It might make you mad. But I don't buy the size and kind of tires you buy neither. So that makes a big difference.
Well, I mean, hell, the brand new tires I put on the Crown Vic on them staggered 18s, $420 tax roll out the door.
We got Boost Attic in the house.
I bought the set that's on my mom's Crown Vic. Of course, cooler. They're 16s.
Yeah.
I bought the 16-inch Continentals for her car, and I only paid $200 for those.
That's not bad at all.
Damn, it's always a bunch of parts. Old parts.
Yeah, Mike calls me old at the store all the damn time.
Hell, the tires I got on my truck, they're 15s. I only paid $150 for those, brand new.
2015s?
Well, they're 15s, but they're on a 07.
I don't have anything that runs 15s right now. I don't have any 15-inch rims on anything.
Well, hell, man, I still got the factory steel wheels on my Colorado. I ain't bought no aftermarket wheels, or I want to say of the factory aluminum wheels from the year that truck was built to go on that truck, but that's what I want. But
I've got 17s or 18s on it.
If you want to see a high price on some rims, why don't you just look up 5 on 5.5 and see what you get?
I already went through that before.
Well, my
Yeah.
7 Mach 1 still got 15-inch tires, thank God.
What's the bolt pattern? 5 on
problem is
4.5?
down here, Gary, is it's getting harder and harder to find 15s.
Really?
A lot of the tire shops around here don't even carry 15s no more.
Yeah, they don't.
Got to order
It's getting,
If it's a
no, they won't even order them for you. They just don't. Yeah, they won't even. Yeah, they don't even deal in 15s no more at all.
Used ones around here, they can't get 15s, but the new, if you buy a new, you can.
Yeah, I've tried another tire shop because I wanted to put Michelin's on my mom's car instead of those Continentals, and but hers are 16s. But the price the guy gave me for a set of what are they, 40,000 mile Michelin's, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But he just gave me a stupid ass price. He told me $1,100. I said, "Go fuck yourself. I ain't paying that much money."
Yeah, Ed's got 16s on his Mercury too.
Continental.
Yeah, I'm like, nah. She can just ride on Continentals.
Another wrong with Continentals.
I ain't paying $1,100 for a damn Michelin's.
But Continentals nowadays are good tires.
Yeah, it's
I
not a
tell you
bad
what,
car.
I ain't got no problems with the way them things ride on my mom's Crown Vic. Them things, man, it's like riding on a damn boat, dude. It just floats across the ground. No problems whatsoever. They don't vibrate. They don't do anything. But I keep them rotated, you know.
Why? You don't never drive it.
It gets driven probably about 60 miles a month.
I just went and checked because I couldn't remember. I have 18s on the truck out there. So I don't have anything smaller than 18s. Other than my drag radials, which are all on 17s.
No,
Well,
I'm lying. It don't get driven 60 miles a month. It gets driven 40 miles a month.
Yeah.
I drive it one time a month, and that's to go get groceries and come back, and then it's parked till the next month till I go get groceries again.
Now, Salty, I did have some 16 bullet holes, 5 on 5.5 for my 68, and guess what?
What? Oh, tornado took them, huh?
They got destroyed.
Yeah.
Destroyed.
I know that damn Keys Customs dude, he is fixing to get rid of a lot of damn vehicles. Holy shit. All them damn F-100s, all them damn F-100s he's got up for sale. Every damn one of them he's got, except for that beautiful red one he's got. What was that, Gary?
What kind of trucks has he got?
Oh, he's got a shit ton of bump size, dude.
Yeah.
68, 69, 70, 71, all Ford Rangers.
Yep.
He's got a damn ass load of those damn things.
Yeah, if you watch some of the videos, he glances by them, and you're like, "Oh shit!"
Well, I got to go look at that 55 again Sunday. So
Yeah.
Well, I
Oh,
hope
yeah,
you're gonna be
I
able to
forgot
get
about
it up in the air where you can see up underneath it.
I'll just jack it up, crawl underneath it. I'll pull it out on the concrete and. Yeah.
There you go. Well, hopefully it's in good enough shape to where you want to bring it home.
I'm hoping so, but I can't buy anything. Apparently, they got all the parts for it. She said I can have everything, so we'll see. And they
So
Shit.
what?
Hell, Gary, even if you don't buy it to build it yourself, hell, it still might be worth buying to damn sell it plus all the parts. You still might make a damn killing off of it.
got a 54 Studebaker truck. That sound right?
Oh shit!
Ooh, that's pretty.
That's a rare bird.
It's
Stud.
I think it's a 54, 55.
Yeah, those Studebaker trucks, man, them things are rare. People love those damn things. But
Mhm.
All right,
you
Booth,
can't
stop by, brother.
can't hardly find people, the people nowadays that collect or buy them, hell, they don't want to sell them. And you can't blame them.
Hey, Mike, have a good night. I'll talk to you tomorrow after inventory.
Oh, inventory. Fun time.
Take it easy, Mr. Booster Dick.
You young kids need all that sleep. I got to be up almost the same time you do.
Well, Mike's got a lot on his plate, just like I do, between work and home and everything else. So,
And I don't.
Well, I can promise y'all,
Bad, but
take care of a mother 24/7
right now.
and tell me you ain't got a lot on your plate. That's a full-time job, dude. I promise.
Well, Salty, you know what? I have to agree.
Dude, I'm telling you, the curveballs never stop coming, dude. They're like shit. Dude,
I gotta say that I'm blessed with my dad, but every now and then there's a bump in the road.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
had one not too long ago. I remember. You got lucky on.
Yeah, Gary, you are blessed because my bumps are every day. It's like I'm going through an apartment complex and that some bitch is slap filled full of speed breakers. They're all the way down the road.
I told you guys that I put him on my Ford Pass, right? So
Yeah.
now
Oh, I know you were telling us you needed to do something, but I didn't know that you put
I
them
put
on
him
there.
on my Ford Pass, and I know when that truck starts, when it shuts off, and where it's at all the time.
That's
That's right.
good. That's good. Glad
Nice.
you were able to damn figure that shit out and get it done.
Yep, because I come home today, and I didn't know that my mom was leaving, so I come home, the car wasn't here. So I let the dogs out, and I said, okay, I'm going to give her 30 minutes. If she don't show up, nobody calls, I'm calling her. Because I don't want to call her while she's driving, you know what I'm saying?
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I sat here a little bit, messed around, dogs running around, done the business, put it back in the house. I looked at the phone. I said, okay, I got the caller. By the time I noticed a couple cars going slow by the house. So I walked out front, and there she was. And I said, well, where you been? Well, I had a doctor's appointment. I said, you didn't tell me you had a doctor's appointment. Oh, well, yeah, I wrote it down over here. I said, did you tell me you wrote it down over here? No. I said,
Need to
well, I
get you
was
one of those
just,
damn. You need to get you one of those eraser boards and put it on your refrigerator, Bama.
well,
That way,
she's got a tiny calendar on the refrigerator.
yeah.
I mean,
Nah,
tiny.
get you one of those damn eraser boards. You can get them at usually any office supply store or Amazon if you use Amazon.
Well,
And put it right there on your refrigerator. And then every time you find out the day she got her doctor appointment, write it on there. That way you can see it and she can still keep her little calendar.
well, she did admit about 30 minutes later, yeah, I forgot to tell you. I said, okay.
Yeah.
I said, but you got to let me know. I told her, I said, at least call me or something at work. I'll call you right back or answer the phone and you can say, I had a doctor's appointment. I forgot to tell you or whatever. Because I told her, I said, you don't need to leave the house without letting me know. So,
Bama, did you ground her? I mean, because she would have done that to you.
you know what she said? You know what she told me? No shit.
What?
She said when she got to the doctor's office, she was talking to her doctor and said, oh, I forgot to tell my daddy I had a doctor's appointment. So I said, Mama, who's your daddy? She goes, I was talking about you. I said, no, but you need to let me know.
Well, see, you're still blessed, Bama, you and Gary, because your parents can still drive. My mom can't. So I have to take her everywhere and then go do everything for her.
Well, I got to take my mom to the doctor Monday because she can't go by herself Monday. So I got to take her Monday.
Yeah, wait till
the doctors and stuff like that. I mean, he's got to get the cancer cut off his face.
Yeah, wait till it gets to the point, Bama, to where she's going to be in the condition to where she's going to need help getting dressed and undressed and things like that. You won't be able to do that because they won't allow you to go back there with her. That's what I'm going through right now.
Come on, Boo. I ain't got all day.
That sucks salty that it's to that point.
I don't. You
Yeah,
have guardianship over your mother, Salty?
Say what now?
Do you have guardianship over your mother?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Well, then I don't see why they won't let you back there. That's
Because I'm a male, and it's doctor's office won't allow that because they're insurance purposes. At least that's what they tell me anyway.
But as long as you're the fucking man, it shouldn't make a difference.
Yeah, I'm her guardian. I'm her power of attorney. I'm her medical power of attorney. Hell, I'm all that shit.
State laws could all be different, so who knows, right?
I can go back there with my mom. I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah, I can as long as my mom don't need to get undressed. If she needs to get undressed, then that's when they come in there and ask me to leave the room.
But they don't ask me to leave the room. I just tell them I'm gonna stand outside the door with the door cracked open.
Well, yeah. I mean, I do that. I stand outside the door. Yeah. But they just won't let me be in there when she's undressing. They won't allow me to do that. Thank God my mom's not at the point now where she can still give herself baths and things like that. But that's quickly deteriorating as well. So.
Oh, I know. I agree. Me and my mom took care of my grandfather before he passed away, so I know.
Yeah, it's
so
very
now
sad when they get to that.
I'm glad that she has made the decision that she wants to move to North Carolina with my sister, because of course my sister's going to be able to handle that a lot better. And another thing, my sister's going to be able to do something that I can't do. See, legally I can get paid for taking care of my mom. Well, I can't do that because Social Security's got me fully disabled, so I can't make not one legal dollar. So I can't get paid at all. My sister will be able to get paid to take care of my mom. She'll get paid from the state.
Yeah, but you also got to understand it's not easy for your sister either because my mom done the same thing for my sister before she passed away.
Oh yeah. It's not going to be easy for my sister.
I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm just saying it's not easy for anybody.
No, but
I gotta say this. I have to agree with Barbecue Mike. Salty, you know you can prove you're not a male. Just show a nurse.
Yeah. I got you. Nah, it's just she's getting to the point to where she needs to be with a female. You know what I mean? Because they can do things. I mean, don't get me wrong. If it comes down to it, I will take my mom in there and I will give her a bath and I will do whatever it takes for my mom. I got,
Oh, yeah.
you know, that doesn't bother me whatsoever. I will do it. But I have 3 sisters. You know what I mean? So, and I do think, because since I've been doing it for 10 years by myself, I think it's time that one of my sisters step up and, you know, and take the lead on this and do what a daughter should do for their mom. There's no reason why one of them can't do it.
I agree with that.
Makes sense.
If you had no siblings, you'd be a dumbass. But
Well,
you
no,
got
if I had no siblings, then I just,
Yeah.
you know, it would just be on me no matter what. You know,
Yeah.
it would just be what it's going to be. But I have 2 brothers and 3 sisters, 6 of us all together. So, but with me having 3 sisters, you know, one of them should step up and take the reins on this, you
Yeah,
know,
I agree
and
with
do
that.
their part, you know,
I agree with that.
because, you know, like me taking my mom to the damn hairdresser and telling her her hair looks good, it's different than my sisters taking my mom to the hairdresser and telling her hair looks good. Because, you know, women, they don't listen to men. We sit here and tell them, oh yeah, your hair looks great. Your hair looks great. Then they go in the bathroom. My hair looks like shit. And that's just the way it is with my mom, you know. So, and then I get cussed out until her hair starts growing back out.
I refuse to answer those loaded questions.
Yeah, she's like, I ain't never letting you take me back to get my hair cut. And every 2 months, come on, I need to go get my hair done. It's like that. It's like that every 2 months.
Oh, I know. I'm already going through the hair thing with my mom.
It's gonna be rough on you, buddy, when you get to the point where she can't drive anymore.
Well, I told her.
Just be ready for that
I
one.
told you on the phone one day. I said, you can drive, but the first time you have an accident, you're done. And that's it. Because my grandfather, when we was taking care of him, and I told y'all before, and y'all stopped me, but he had a RV. They was all the way from California. He totaled that RV on that Galaxy 500.
Damn.
Wow.
He knocked
Yeah,
the
and
shit
we
out
said,
of that RV.
yeah, we said, that's it. You're done. He didn't like
He
it.
I'm sorry, sad to lose a Galaxy 500.
Yeah.
Yeah. The hell with
And
RV.
the thing was, he had just put a brand new rebuilt motor that somebody rebuilt it and put it in that car. And then my mom sold it, and I was pissed because she sold the car. Yeah.
I would have been too.
And she's like, why do you care about that damn car? I said, the motor.
Every time you get up.
And it was a Galaxy 500. I love those cars. I don't
Yeah.
know why.
It was a 4-door, but I loved it because it was my grandmother's car.
Yeah.
And you know the RV, it didn't do shit that damn Galaxy 500.
It
Hell no, that's something that was a rolling tank. I might have did it.
Fan of the old Galaxy, the Galaxies.
I think it was a 60 something. I can't remember exactly what year it was.
You got to remember the grills on them things back in those days were still made out of metal. Yeah, it might have been thin metal, but it was still made out of metal, regardless.
Well, Barbecue Mike, his sister, his mom's going to be moving in with his sister.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my mom, she's moving to Charlotte, North Carolina. She's gonna move in with my sister.
I think y'all are lucky that you even have parents still around. So
I got one of them. I lost my dad prematurely. He passed away at 59, and I told myself I will never, because I live with regrets for my dad. I shouldn't, because I spent a lot of time with him. But you know how it is. There's always things that you're like, man, I wish I could have told my dad this. I wish we could have done that. But I will not have that regret with my mom. I have spent every day for the last 10 years taking care of her. So when she leaves, I won't have any regrets. I know my brothers and sisters will.
93.
Yeah, my brothers and sisters will have a lot of regrets because they hardly spend any time with her at all.
I
You
think my
got Dale.
stuff-
You got Dale's Adventures right here. He goes, "We take care of my mother-in-law. She has 2 brothers and my wife has to do everything, mower lawn, everything."
Dale, I know exactly what you're doing, man. I go through it every day, bud.
You don't have to cut the grass though, do you?
No, we live in an apartment, but it
There
ain't
you
gonna be long. Once when my mom moves, then of course I'll be moving down to my place. Then of course, I won't have my mom then, so then I can take care of my own property.
I think that Barbecue Mike. I mean, they pretty much stayed pretty much with his mother-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the thing. He's got 10 acres of grass to cut.
Golly. Dude, I don't even want that much land anymore. Hell with that. I do not want to be married to a piece of property.
Hell, I
Shit on that.
clean up on my acre and a half.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I do not want to be married to a piece of property. Shit on
Half
that.
an acre, and I just cut the grass the other day. It wasn't too hard.
I'm good for like
good thing I ain't got to cut the grass here.
I'm good for like 2.5 acres, something like that, 3 acres. I'm good with that because the buildings are going to take a lot of the acreage up, so you don't have to cut that much. But when you get into damn 5, 10, 11, 20, 25 shit on that, I don't want that
At
kind
that
of.
point, it gets overgrown. It doesn't become grass.
No,
I cut 4.
it's just at that point, it's just too much for one person to take care of. Especially, none of us are fucking spring chickens anymore. It's only going to get harder.
Salty.
No, I'm just saying, look, it's only going to get harder as time goes on. So I don't want to be married like my brother. He's in his 60s now, and he's got 9.5 acres down there, and he absolutely hates it. He loved it 20-something years ago when he built the house on the property. It wasn't no problem. But now he's in his 60s. He's like, dude, this property's killing me. He goes, I can't do this shit anymore like I used to.
Good thing most of this property over here is being peanuts and cotton because it's 80 acres.
I got to say, my brother must take after my dad because he's 70 years old, man. And he loves, because he's got 10 acres and a 2-acre pond, and he loves cutting grass. He says that's the only time that he can get peace to himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cutting grass, just the lawn mowing, not the weed eating part. But on the riding lawnmower, I put my headphones in, have a drink with me, and I'm just enjoying it. I take my time.
I was gonna say now, Gary, your brother mows that yard or those 10 acres. Is that with a bush hog or is that like a big zero turn?
He's got a big zero turn. But I mean, the thing about it is that, like he tells me, he goes, I get on that thing, man. He goes, I ain't got to worry in the world. He goes, I just go in there and I think about, what I'm going to do or whatever. And just, it's a peace of mind. And he likes to smell grass when he's cutting it.
Oh, I love the smell of fresh cut grass, man.
I love the smell of it, but I hate what happens to me later that night and the next morning because of my allergies.
Yep.
But when I was cutting the grass the other day, it was just before a thunderstorm, and the wind was just blowing, was not stopping. And every time I went down a certain way, all I was doing was getting grass blown all over me.
Oh yeah, I can't stand that with the wind blowing the wrong way. But either cooler is typing or it's
that's Bart. That's Mike's garage. That's Mike's garage.
No.
What did I do?
You got a lot
of typing on your keyboard, man.
I was messing with you.
Sounds like you walking on pogo sticks.
It's all good. I'll mute.
No, you're fine. I was just messing.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm just saying.
It's the same keyboard sound I have on my computer in the other room that I'm never on. It's loud like that.
No, he's fine. I was just messing with him.
I got cherry blues. I don't remember what they are. They're the cherry switches, but they're really loud. And I bought them that way, but now I can't stand them. I wish I had a different one, but it's such a good keyboard. I'm not getting rid of it.
Well, I can't type fast, so all my shit's loud. So, I've never been able to master typing on a fucking keyboard.
Yeah, but yours is like clunk.
No, I'm faster than that. No, I'm a hell of a lot faster than that. But I'm just saying, I can't. I'm not one of those type that can just put my hands on the keyboard and just go to typing. I can't do that.
Mike, are the cherry reds the clicky ones? Because if that's what it is,
well, they all are clicky, just depending.
Cherries make a silent one. They make one that's silent. You don't hear it at all. You feel it. It's clicky when you typing. You can feel it, but it doesn't make any noise.
Sorry about that. My alarm was going off.
No,
all the time
Barbecue
to go
Mike's
back.
gonna have the insurance company for his house tomorrow.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
good.
DTE.
What is that? I'm sorry.
Who's DTE?
DTE is their electric company.
Oh, okay. Okay, reds are loud. So I have cherry reds on mine. But I have it. It's an old keyboard. God, I've had it for 10 years now, but maybe longer. No, more than 10 years because I bought it before I met my wife.
Mine sounds like two pieces of steel clanking together. Clang, 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 clang.
I'm
Motherfuckers loud as
using,
hell.
Razer greens, which are equivalent to the cherry browns.
Yeah.
See, I don't know the difference between all that
I
shit.
think cherry switches are really good. Like I said, I've been using this keyboard for over 10 years and it's really nice because I can take it apart completely and fully clean it, which I need to do again. It's been a while. And got multiple, it's a huge keyboard. And it's fully programmable. And it's got rows of programmable switches on it. But it's an old one. I'm trying to remember what brand it is, and I can't. I think it's a Rocket. It's a Rocket, yeah, because I have a Rocket Cone mouse that goes with it.
Mine's
So
cheap.
Yeah, same here, Gary.
It's silent.
Same here. Mine's cheap. I get mine on Amazon because I have to buy the one that's got the extra large letters and numbers and all and symbols and all that shit on it.
Oh, I just got
Because-
the loggies. It's all.
Oh no, I have to buy the ones that's extra large. I won't be able to see them if I don't.
Okay, who do we know it's around? Where's Rockingham? What's Rockingham in North Carolina or South Carolina?
North
It's
Carolina.
North Carolina.
North
It's where I
Carolina.
grew up.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all keep up with some of these other like different Facebook pages. They're actually they're redoing or restarting the TV show Pinks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Apparently their opening filming is Rockingham Dragway, June 13th and 14th.
Pinks. What? They gonna
Lose
be
your
on
race,
Motor
lose your
Trend?
ride.
They gonna be on Motor Trend or what?
Power Tube TV.
Never heard of it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Pinks is coming back, and I knew they were going to be starting out at Rockingham. That was my home track back in the day, but I didn't race back then. Not
Are
there.
they gonna be actually calling it Pinks?
Yes.
I wonder how much money they had to pay for the rights to use that damn name. Guaranteed they had to pay for something.
It's the same producer and stuff like that, if I ain't mistaken.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. And plus, the one thing is when Speed Vision, Speed TV went under, they probably scooped it up dirt cheap, and they probably just held on to it to figure out the right time to bring it back.
Well, I sure hope they ain't got that same bald-headed son of a bitch running it, because I couldn't stand him.
No, Rich is not going to be on it, from what I understand.
Thank God. I couldn't stand that dude, man. To me, he just killed the whole vibe of the show.
So, all right, explain it to me, Salsa. He's doing what?
He just killed the whole vibe, the energy
No,
that's in
I'm
the
talking
show.
about. I'm talking about. Somebody bought Speed Channel.
No, what they done was they probably bought the patent or the rights to that name. When Speed Channel went out of business,
Yeah.
all their patents and rights they had, like for names of this show and that show and whatever, like they're saying, somebody probably bought that patent or bought that name from them and held on to it all these years so they could reintroduce it again later.
And they're going to show what? It's going to be called what? Pink?
It's going to be called Pinks. Remember, it used to be called Pinks All Out.
Well, Pinks is
Oh,
great.
yeah. That's right.
That's how I met. Well, I didn't meet, but that's how I seen Big Chief and Asian and all those guys and Daddy Dave, because they were on there.
That's how they started.
Mm-hmm.
Learn
Yeah,
something
Daddy-
every day.
Yeah, they had Daddy Dave driving that Fox body, and damn, I do believe, Gary, if you go back and look at that show and watch it really closely, I do believe Asian is probably the one that owned that damn car. And they had Big Chief there to do the negotiating, and then they had Daddy Dave, the one that drives the car. Because when it came to making decisions about the car, you could see Asian was standing over there pointing his finger, doing this, doing that, doing this,
Well,
doing
you
that.
could be right. I mean, I really don't remember, to be honest with you. But I mean, the thing about it is that guy Rich, man, when he wiped out on that bike that time, I thought that was the greatest thing in the world.
You ain't lying, dude. I was hoping that motherfucker broke both his legs. I couldn't stand him, dude. I literally, I could not stand that dude, man. Because when they came here to Atlanta Dragway one year, when they had that, when they were doing the, what was it? What I think when they started traveling and stuff, that's what they called the Pinks All Out shit. When they started going around to different states.
They had that one show that, what was that show? The people stood up on the stage over there, then they would guess what they ran.
Oh, yeah.
I really liked this show.
That wasn't bad. Yeah, I agree. That wasn't bad.
So let me ask this: who's the bald-headed guy you're talking about?
The guy Rich,
Christensen.
he was the guy. Yeah, he was the guy. Was the host of the show.
Okay, see, I never watched that shit. So I don't know.
Oh, it was a good show. It was a good show. I enjoyed the shit out of it. It was a good show. I just didn't like him.
He was the flagger.
But no, I went to Atlanta Dragway and watched them when they came down here. And when you go watch it live, dude, the show just like drags on. And he's out there walking up and down trying to talk to the crowd, and everybody just booing the shit out of him because nobody liked him. But as soon as they started racing, soon as they started racing and shit, and the other people that started talking on the mic and shit, people, their spirits would cheer. They would get all chipper and be happy and cheer. But when he was on the mic walking up and down, man, nobody wanted to hear that motherfucker.
The one guy I liked that hosted at one of those shows was the Pastime, the guy that did the voice for Monster Garage. I cannot remember
Yes.
his name.
I know you're talking about, but I can't remember his name either. But I know who you're talking about.
Did you just upload a video, Mike?
Yeah, I posted a video.
Yeah. I'll get to it later.
All right. Yeah, I fixed the battery.
I was
So,
gonna say, the battery. That's cool.
So my buddy come by yesterday, the one that's working down at the drag strip down from the house.
Yeah.
And anyway, he does all the electrical, and he's doing he's working the tree and doing some of the announcing and all. And he come by yesterday.
Get up there.
Anyway, they had to cancel one of the races Saturday, and we was talking about it. And I told him, and the reason they keep the track don't do that good because you don't get anything on fucking time.
You don't do what?
When you say coming to the track, we're gonna race at 7:00. It's freaking 8:30.
Yeah, I know a lot of tracks like that.
But I don't understand why the tracks do that shit.
I don't understand it either, Bama. It's like when they tell you the track's gonna go hot at this time, the track should go hot at that time.
Yeah, and I told him, I said, you got people that got kids, they want to go down there, but they don't want to sit there for an hour and a half before the race even starts.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens over here at Milan. The one that's local to me, they get in there and they start, and people's lined up, and it gets so freaking hot, and everybody's got their suits on and everything else. Next thing you know, these guys are stripping, man.
Yeah.
It's hot and they can't stand in their suits. So I get it, man. They do the same thing here.
Yeah, I don't understand that shit. I don't understand how can you run a business like that?
See, now, if you've never been to an NHR, if you've never been to an NHRA event, that's why I always enjoyed going to those, because when they told you the track was going hot, the track went hot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They ran because they had a time limit, because you got to remember they got so many classes and they're done on Sundays. They got to get all those classes. Plus, they wanted to get their two main classes out there. They wanted to get Top Fuel. They wanted to get Funny Car and Top Fuel Dragster, because that's where they're going to make the bulk of their money. That's when people are going to stop walking around looking at souvenirs and buying shit from concession stands. They're going to be in the stands cheering that shit on and watching.
Well, I told Brandon yesterday when he come by. I said, dude, I wanted to come down there Sunday morning because they're going to open at 11, test and tune, 12 o'clock. And he hits me up. So, well, we had an issue down here, so we're not doing shit. And I'm like, dude, make some damn time, get your equipment, get it right, and run it.
You know, shit.
Yeah, tell everybody, hey, like look here, track the gate opens at this time, track goes hot at this time, make the track go hot at that time.
And be done with it. And if you don't
Yeah.
show up, if I say, all right, you're running at 1 o'clock, you better get your ass up there.
See, that's why I could never radio race. That to me would have to, don't get me wrong, when you're actually driving the car, it would be great. But when I go down here to like lights out and watch some guys run, you don't hardly see the pro mods run until it starts getting cooler outside. Like in the heat of the day and shit like that, you don't see the pro mods on the track. When it starts cooling down where they can run the 218 miles an hour, the 3 point whatever seconds in the 8th mile, that they want the cooler track, because then during the day when it's hot, damn pro mods, they just can't get them damn little bitty tires to stick.
Yeah, but if you're racing, you're racing.
Yeah. But then, don't get me wrong, they got a lot of other classes they run up to that point, like X275 and all that other shit that they're running. So they got racing going on, but you know how it is. When you go to the track, like a big event like that, you go to see the big boys race. You want to see the big boys on the track because that's what brought you to the track. That's what you want to see.
Yeah. Well, yes, no, I agree somewhat, but I don't know. You go on the track, you want to see everybody race.
Yeah, maybe that's why tracks are closing. Yeah.
I mean, I get it, Salty, because they want you to stay there. So you're getting, you're buying food and you're buying this. They want you to stay the whole time, not just come for one race and leave and not buy shit.
Well, it's never not just one race, though. You got to remember, they're running the entire class and they're running eliminations and all that shit during the day. So when they're doing that, the main people, unless you're a huge fan of X275, okay, just use them for an example. Pro mods are going to be running later that day. All right. But you're there to see the X275 cars, where you're going to be able to see the X275 cars, but yet they're going to throw the 10.5 Outlaws. They're going to throw this all in there. And that's good because it's filler. You know what I mean?
You got a small town track. You want to see what you can see in so many hours and go to the house.
Yeah, but see, I'm not an index racer, so I don't really care about seeing index racing, like 6.0 index, 650 index, 7.0 index. I don't care about watching that shit, because to me, that ain't a bracket racing, but it's just a different form of bracket racing. It's the same damn thing. You cannot run faster than your dial is.
You got to do what you got to do to keep the business going.
Oh yeah, that I totally get. 100%. I don't personally go to the track to watch index racing. That's just me. I prefer to watch heads up. That's the shit I want to go see. But I understand they got to have like bracket racing, index racing, because that's the people mainly that comes every single week when they don't have a big event there. That's the guys that's keeping the damn track open, paying the bills.
Where I go, I wish they did, because I used to bracket all the time. And it's fun to do. It's boring to watch. It's fun to do.
I've done bracket racing back in the day. I've never been a fan of bracket racing. I want to watch heads up racing. That's me. That's what I like to see. When the light goes on, the first one to the finish line wins, regardless. No clocks involved, none of that shit. I just want to see good racing.
Yeah.
That's just me. That's the kind of racing I like to see.
Well, you got to get everybody there to make money. You can't just do one thing.
Well, I don't know. I know some of us have probably already heard all the rumors and that and the other, but we're still waiting. Apparently, they're still throwing up like information like once a week and stuff like that. But IHRA, there's like a group of investors that are trying to get with IHRA to buy Memphis and get it opened back up. Supposedly.
That would be a good thing, because they need another quarter-mile track around that area, so that would be a great thing. And Memphis is a quarter-mile track, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, they
Memphis,
need.
Memphis is more than a quarter-mile track. It also has a road course, a dirt track, and a NASCAR oval.
Okay, well, so that's a multi-race facility, so that's a good thing.
Hmm.
When did
Guys.
Memphis closed down? What, 3 years ago? 4 years ago?
Yeah, but see, the one thing is what's slowing part of it up, the process is when they shut down. Before they completely shut it down, is the guy that owns Jackson went in there and bought all the equipment up, bought some of the grandstands, the timing system, the tree. He bought all kinds of stuff from there.
Yeah, but
Well, hell,
Jackson needed it.
yeah,
Yes,
Corbett, I
Jackson did.
understand. Jackson didn't need all that shit too.
They did, and that's the one thing now. The track is completely redone, regraded, and everything like that. They done some light test pass the other day. I want to say, I think it was yesterday. I saw they post up. They did a couple test passes on some low power cars out there, and just trying to make sure the track's good, level, the whole 9 yards. So hopefully this year for Takeover, it should be on point.
It is.
God, I
They
hope.
picked up a new, they picked up a new drag, tire drag too.
Yes.
I just
saw-
hope like hell with it being a concrete track. I just hope like hell it ain't bumpy as hell. That's the worst thing about a concrete track.
No,
If it
that's the
ain't
one
right,
thing.
it'll.
They
I'm just saying
poured
that's
it
the
and they-
worst thing about a concrete track. If they don't do it right, my God, it's bumpy as shit.
They poured it, and they actually had a machine come out there and grind it to grade it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good then. That's good.
I saw that. I was watching all that on their Facebook
Mm-hmm.
and a couple of lives that did while things were going on. They put in a bunch of bleachers too.
Yeah, and then of course up top where we parked last year and everybody was set up last year is now asphalt.
Yep.
I guarantee you it's going to be a slick track though.
Now the next thing I understand from talking to somebody that's working for him right now is they're actually planning the old concession stand is getting completely ripped out, and he's actually supposedly he's supposed to have it built before summer. Supposed to be going to be building an actual restaurant / concession stand on site.
That's a little bit much. A restaurant?
Well, somewhere like if you want to get in the air conditioning and actually sit down, eat something, stuff like that. Like it's still going to be like, I guess you call it just grill food, like stuff like that, but somewhere to actually sit down indoors.
Yeah.
That's smart because you're not going to make that much money on just the tickets people coming in. I mean, it's the concessions and everything else. So if you can do a restaurant, dude, that's you got the people there. That's cool.
Well, I can tell you this: Atlanta Dragway never had a restaurant, and they never had a problem packing that motherfucker. That son of a bitch was packed every time they had a big event.
Is it going to be like an indoor concession stand, or is it going to be a restaurant?
Supposedly they're saying restaurant, but I guarantee it's probably going to be an indoor concession stand with places to sit down indoors, basically.
Gotcha.
But I mean, you look at it, Salty. Think about when you were driving a truck, how you'd have certain gas stations that you would stop at, and you would have a restaurant inside. So you're fueling up, and you're like, "Oh, the restaurant's already here. I'm going to go in and get something to eat." You know what I mean?
I did that at all the truck stops. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. You're already there. So if there's a restaurant, someone's going to go, yeah, I'm going to get something to eat, have a couple beers,
Oh yeah, I understand. I understand the philosophy behind it. I think it's great to evolve a track and give it that kind of thing. Yeah, I think it's great for that. But the thing of it is, he's going to be in a hole. And I tell you this, he's going to be in a hole if he don't have the right events to keep that shit going, because he's going to spend a lot of money on the infrastructure, building something like that, if he don't have the events to back it up so it will pay for itself.
Agreed. 100%. 100%.
You guys been spending a lot of money on this track.
Well, from my understanding, this is just some rich dude that ain't got nothing better to do with his money but spend it.
Yeah, fuck it.
You know what? His quote is tax write-offs, because the man owns a truck dealership, a truck salvage yard, plus he also owns the track, and he's also part owner of one of the biggest truck repair facilities in Memphis, which is Crows.
There you go.
And
Hey,
he
guys,
probably didn't want to invest in the Memphis track, knowing how bad the area is up there. He's probably happy to go to Jackson, where the crime rate's a hell of a lot less.
Well, the one thing is, he was a. I wouldn't say he wasn't a part owner, but he was part of the group of people that owned a stake in Memphis.
Oh,
And
okay.
from what I understand, he still owns said stake in Memphis.
Well, basically, he was a shareholder.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go, Gary. That sounds about right.
No,
Now, what was you gonna say, Mike? I know you're trying to say something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna take off for tonight, get some sleep. Unfortunately, I can't stay up as late as I used to because I just, I'm switching jobs. Same company, but, now I've got to switch over to East Coast time for working instead of Central. So my days of sleeping in and working Central time are kind of gone. So
Yep, you're gonna lose an hour. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, but
losing
he
an
is.
hour.
He's in East Coast time anyway.
So what I'm doing is, since I'm starting a new position on the 7th, what I'm doing is over the last week and a half, I've been changing my alarm clock to where I wake up like 15 minutes earlier every few days. So now I'm at
Oh
the
yeah,
point that I'm pretty much there.
hell yeah, go ahead and get your body accustomed to that shit before you start the position. Yeah, I don't blame you at all. That's
Yep.
smart.
Agreed.
Moving on up.
No,
Well,
I
is
still
a
have a team like before, but I moved into a different area. So instead of working for um, the U.S. part of the bank, I moved into the enterprise portion, and I'll be running a team up there. It's pretty much a lateral move, but
yeah.
it's more strategic because then I'd be working for the parent company, and I get to work with more of the technology that I enjoy working with. So protecting the websites. So that's the area that I like the most.
Cool.
All righty, buddy. Well, you have a good night, man. Always
Good night,
a
Mike.
pleasure talking to you.
Yep.
You
Have a
guys
good
have a
night,
great
Bubba.
night.
All right,
Thank you.
Mikey.
Bye.
See, we're talking about a subject I really enjoy. We're talking about drag racing and tracks and shit like that. I really like this kind of subject. This is a good subject to talk about.
But apparently, this dude's just got money and he needs to spend it. And another thing is that he's making the track better, so you know that's going to attract more racers.
It is,
Well,
but he's also pissing a lot of people off in the process. A lot of people that have backed that track for the past 30 years.
yeah, but you know what though?
My
Cooler.
money better.
It might piss a lot of people off, but you can't keep a track. And according to what I'm just going by what Ken said. You can't keep a track in as bad a condition as Jackson was and expect it to survive.
Oh,
You have to update the track just so the track can, like
Well,
Gary
my
said,
question is,
draw more racers, draw more events and shit. I mean, you got to do something to it.
who's he pissing off and why are they getting pissed off?
a lot of the people that have actually backed that track for years, some of the old track sponsors, but because and I'm not saying names or anything like that, but I'm gonna say somebody else that's hosted an event at that track has had an agreement since he's owned that track. He's owned that track for a few years now. That anytime he has an event there, that any gate fee is split in half. It always has been like that for as far as I know. They've done it for the past few years. Well, last year when said event happened, he went the guy the event organizer went up there with his team to go collect everything and split everything down the middle. And pretty much he told me, he said, they ain't getting a thing. And what are you going to do about it? I'm a millionaire. Who are you?
Okay, but now again, I understand he's a millionaire and stuff like that. But has this been since he's been doing all the updates to the track?
This was last year. And plus then said event, or they said the guy that my buddy that runs in one event, they were going to renew their contract for this year to do their monthly events. Now all of a sudden he said, I don't want your event here anymore. And all it was autocross.
Autocross.
In the parking lot, in the big parking area.
Literally low speed autocross. Literally the highest speed that was clocked there was like 55. Never been an incident, never been an accident, nothing like that. And now and that was almost. I think they said whenever they used to split everything down the middle for the gate fees and everything like that, and the whatever. He said for on it was a Sunday, which was a day the track was already dead. That the track would bring that between the two of them, basically the track would make over $6,000 that day.
That's why you got to get that shit. That's why you got to get that shit in paper.
It was. He just said he don't want it there no more.
If the guy's doing all the updates to the track and stuff like that, I kind of see his point, but you think he would talk to the guy that's doing the events and let him know what's going on besides being a dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that.
That's the one thing right now because he even came up to me at the store the other day and said, "Do I know of anywhere that might host it?" And it's bad enough to the point right now that I'm helping him trying to get a hold of the owner of one of the industrial parks, semi-local to Jackson, and a couple towns over, that has a completely empty industrial complex to see if he can get permission to use that out to do the event out there.
He'll have to have anybody like that's going to want him to have his own insurance covering it all.
They already have all that. He's had all that for the past 10, 12 years.
If he's got the insurance, I don't know what the issue is. Then I'd be like, if it brings money in, it brings money in.
Yeah, bring money in.
I understand. All the thing about it is that it's bringing money in, but you got to understand that this guy's put a lot of money into this, and he might not want that stuff on his new concrete and stuff.
It wouldn't be on the new concrete.
They might not.
Parking area.
It would literally be the top parking area and the bottom parking area. That's it.
Yeah, but I see Gary's part. He might not want that shit on his new asphalt.
He don't want this stuff on his new concrete or asphalt, whatever he's got laid down.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be new now, right?
Yeah, that's the one thing. The top parking lot's done. The bottom one has not been touched yet. The bottom one is the one that needs to be completely redone.
Yeah,
Right.
it does. It's horrible, but
But
Until
when
it
you guys say the road tracks is the road racing or whatever it's called, when you guys say that to me, I just don't see enough room there to do it for some reason.
It's because autocross is more handling and car control than anything else.
Gary, all they do is set up a bunch of cones as a road track, and they do a time. It's like a time. You go through them damn cones. Well, however they got the track set up, they time you, and that's all it is.
yeah.
Woody, I ain't that smart to go 60 miles an hour. You'd have to talk to Pinks about it.
Yeah.
Well, I can get to 60 in my little truck. You're just gonna have to give me a few
But
minutes.
think about it. I guess you got to hear both sides of the story. I don't know before you can judge.
Well, yeah, and you know what? Like Gary says, he's got that new pavement with all them lines and all that shit, all that money that he paid out to have all them lines painted for parking spots and all that kind of shit. Well, I mean, is he not marked the parking lot?
No, the upper lot is paved, and that's it. Because the point is, that's the reason why he did the upper lot, and so they can do truck and trailer parking up there. Plus, like for events, have different event. I'm saying the wrong word, not sponsors. Vendors come up there and set up on a clean slate.
So he wanted to get everybody off the bottom part and bring them up top, is what he wanted.
Basically trying to make the bottom part, where it's a true staging area.
Okay.
Which that's according to the way I've looked at the overhead picture of the track, that probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Because from what I can see now, I've never been there. Y'all have. I'm just going by the overhead view, like from a drone or something. It looks like they need more staging area.
But you're only hearing one side of the story, so you really don't know what's going on the other side too, or you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's hard to say, dude.
I personally know somebody that's worked for the man. He's a dick.
Well, that's why he's a millionaire.
Yeah,
most millionaires are tightwad dickheads, and that's the reason why they got millions. And that's just the nature of being a successful person.
But I mean, your buddy, did he have this set up with the old owner and then
the original owner and when Don first bought it and everything like that? That's what I'm saying. Since Don's bought it, they've still ran out there for 2 years without issue.
Okay, but I mean, who knows what happened? I don't know. Maybe the guy just decided he didn't want it there no more. I mean,
let me see if I can. Because he actually posted
everybody's got a right to change
See,
their
he
mind.
actually
I'm
he actually
assuming.
posted some stuff. Let me see if I can find it. See,
If it's not locked in on a contract and shit like that, then he's got to. If it's just word of mouth bullshit, and wasn't nobody there to say nothing, and the guy say he can push his weight around with all his damn money, then I mean, how you gonna?
Or just a 1 year contract every year.
I mean, it's like drag racing. You can't outrun somebody's wallet. I mean, that's just the way it is.
Again, he done all the updates to the track and everything like that. He might want a little bit more money, but
Yeah.
you
He
need to negotiate this shit, though. Really,
Yeah, he might
It's like
feel
the farmers we
that
got
event just don't bring enough damn money into it
what
for his track to do it no more.
it's like the farmers that farms our land. We got 1 year contract. We can change it.
Like I said, he just must feel that event just don't bring enough money into his facility anymore.
If it brings
Yeah, like I
anybody
said-
in on a Sunday when it's going to be closed anyway, that's more money than nothing.
That's true.
no, but he
What?
said that event brings in about $6,000, so that's a good event.
Yeah, especially
Yeah,
for
but
the day. And it doesn't have to have any of their workers there. Because usually
and
the autocross is usually a self-sufficient thing. They come in with their own work. The only
I understand that, though. But let me tell you something. If I own a facility like that, I don't give a shit what's going on or if it's self-run or whatever. I'm gonna be there so I can.
damn right, you're damn right. Look,
yes, you would have somebody there, but the people that run the event, like usually the full drag strip crew would not have to be there.
no, but you still got to have people there to run the track, though. You got to have people to run the concession stands. You got to have people to make sure the bathrooms are good and all that kind of stuff. I mean, you still got to have people on site to run the track itself.
I hope
The
he
facility.
did those bathrooms.
I heard that they were pretty bad. I've never been there, but I heard they were pretty bad.
We're supposed to be redoing them, I thought. But
all right, here, okay, he did elaborate on it. Unfortunately, it's due to the Dragway has confirmed it is an insurance issue where we aren't covered, even though we have our own insurance.
okay,
Well,
So
you
it
know
was
what?
an insurance
There you go.
issue.
There you go.
that sounds reasonable, actually.
I can't argue the point, can you?
No,
No.
from an owner's perspective of a facility, it's all about the insurance because you can't afford somebody to get hurt and then sue the shit out of somebody, and hell, that could cost you all your investment right there.
But right here, you got Woody's Garage. You said everything's more expensive too, even for millionaires, and that's true.
He's millionaires.
That's true. That's true. They pay more taxes and more all that shit than the other people pay. So
And William, Proline's got something right here too. So it seems like autocross crowd would be more of an upscale crowd.
I mean, that's the one thing. A lot of these guys that come out here, I would say because I've been out here. Came out here a few times and then watched them do the autocross. Because the one thing is, I enjoy because I used to do it. Do little hatchbacks and little pocket rockets and run it up and down doing autocross. A lot of these guys drive in, bring everything in their car, get to the track, switch wheels and tires, and put their and bring their own safety gear and all this stuff. And I wouldn't say it's cheap fun, but it's relatively inexpensive to have a good time and have fun with your car.
Right. No, I get it. But again, and we've already talked about this. Like what he says, he might be using the track as a loss, leader to keep from paying so much in taxes. So he's using that. He's dumping a ton of money in something. He's calling it a loss because he's not making the money he's dumping into it.
It's like he already said, he's using the track for a tax write-off.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
exactly.
and there could be a thing where the insurance that guy carries does not cover the track area. And
yeah, exactly.
Insurance doesn't cover an autocross event, so I could see that because it's getting harder and harder to find insurance to do events. It really is.
Oh, I know.
Shit, it's getting harder and harder for insurance for anything anymore.
Yeah, no shit.
Man, that's the biggest damn rip off in this damn country is insurance.
I'm actually going Friday to go talk to an insurance agent I've dealt with before about possibly redoing all my cars and my house insurance because my house insurance jacked up $250 a year.
Yeah,
damn.
Last year, mine went up over $500. Yeah.
That's a big jump.
Yeah, it was. It's crazy. I was wondering why my house payment went up, and then I realized. was because my insurance went up.
Ruh-roh.
Well, evidently, Caleb has got it worked out really good with the track owner for Ford Takeover, because it don't seem like Caleb comes out on the bad end of the stick for that track, for his
Well,
event
hang
anyway.
on a second, though. Let's see what happens this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, true, Gary. True. After all the damn upgrades this guy does to his track.
Let's see what
Yeah.
happens this year, because he might turn out to be a dick, and Caleb will be like, "Hey, we're having this at Jake's from now on." You know what I mean?
Well,
Yep.
because the funny thing is, we actually talked about it last year when I was at Dover's. We actually talked about it after Ford Takeover last year, because last year, was last year for NMRA. So he decided, shits and giggles, he called Bowling Green. You don't want to know what the weekend track rental is up there.
Oh, there's no telling.
150.
But you got to look at it though. That is a NHRA sanctioned track.
Yep.
So they're going to get big money. They're not going to be just like a Jackson where they're not NHRA sanctioned.
Chris, Chris, you caught my interest right there. How much was it to rent that track?
Do what now?
How much was it to rent that track?
What, Bowling Green?
Yeah.
$150K.
Oh, okay. Okay, and that's for 2 days, right?
Yeah,
one day.
Saturday. That's for a Friday, Saturday.
Okay, that's a lot, but that is a big fucking place, dude. It's a real nice track.
What's it cost? Now, what's it costing the rent Jackson?
I don't know, because I haven't asked that portion of it. I know it's a few $1,000s, but most time the revenue kicks back and it takes care of itself and puts a little in his pocket.
Because he told me once before that when I was talking to him in Brule or whatever, however you say his damn name, when I was talking to them at the hotel, they told me that they don't make much money off of this.
No, they don't. Basically the event pays for itself and puts a little in their pocket.
So basically, they count on the guys that's running the event, like Ken, Caleb, Neo, Brutal. They count on selling their merch that track to actually make a big portion of their money.
Well, of course.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Yeah.
But my thing is, he has more acreage there. In all honesty, he needs, because if you actually look how the property lines are laid out, from where Salty, from where you saw the aerial photo, where the new parking on top ends,
Yep.
go all the way to Beach Bluff Road. He's got all that up to probably say 250, 300 feet off Beach Bluff Road. He's got it up to probably within 150 feet of the back of that house up there. That's all his property. And the property
but I understand not investing in that part of the property yet until he starts getting a return on the investment that he's already put into that track.
Oh, and I completely agree with that portion of it. I do.
Because like I said, you count the new parking lot that he built, you count just the grading that it cost him to have that new parking lot built and paved, and then have somebody come out there and tear up the racetrack and then concrete the track from down the starting line all the way to the damn 8th mile. And all the grandstands and all the other shit, dude. That dude has dropped a serious dime in that track. A serious dime. Especially during the time like now when all the inflation has then gone through the roof. There's no telling how much he's paid extra just because the inflation has kicked him in the balls.
I agree. Trust me, I do.
Why'd you get yourself out of here?
What was that, Pinks?
I was asking Cooler why he kicked himself out.
So he put bleachers and everything on the other side too, then, right?
Yes. What's on the back side of the track, the bleachers back there, for the spectator parking, that goes back. That side of the track is narrow, but it's deep. It goes all the way to the end of the track. So from what I understand, he's planning on doing that eventually and putting spectator parking all on that side.
Oh shit.
Oh
yeah, he's spending a lot of money.
Hell yes, he is. just like I said, just a grading company, what they're going to charge him to do that work, dude, he's going to be way up in the, because grading is some expensive shit.
Oh yeah. All right. Hang on.
Well,
I gotta
you
grab
think
dog
about
food
this.
bowls.
Did he take down Did he take down the tower?
No, as far as I know, that tower's pretty new. Now he did take down a couple of the buildings, and he's building some more buildings out there.
Okay,
Next time I get a chance to go by there, I'll try and get some pictures next time I drop by there.
because it looks like that tower's gone, man.
No, it's there. Tower's there. Tower's there.
I know that new portion of the parking lot when you drive into the track down on the left down there where he built that new parking lot. That area, you know, last year where Gary and all of them were set up in the gravel.
Yeah.
Now it's all going to be paved and stuff. That actually, from the aerial photos, that shit looks good. They've done a good job on that.
Is that blacktop, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's all blacktop.
Yeah, it's all black. Dude, that's going to be hot as fuck sitting on there.
You ain't lying. Ooh, that's
also
going
one
to be.
reason why.
It won't be that bad in September.
Yeah, September is going to be a saving grace for that event.
Well, you know,
It won't be as
September's
hot.
nice because is what I happen is it'll keep us warm.
Yeah, yeah, true.
Hell, September here is still pretty dang warm most of the
Well,
time.
but it's not July.
No.
Shit, you think it's warm up here where you at? Chris, come down here during goddamn September.
No,
Yeah,
trust me, I know.
come down
I was
here.
down
Come
there.
on down here, brother. You want to see how hot it is? Bring your ass down here.
Okay, so
Hold on
I
a
see
second, I
the
got yellow
tower
dogs.
still
Hold on.
there. But
It's
the
so
building-
damn hot, the trees sweat.
The tower's still there, but it looks like the buildings that were when you come off the road, come through the gate, those
Yeah.
buildings look like they're gone.
Oh, the ones right to the left of the gate.
Yep, when you go through the gate, the one on the left there, it looks like all that stuff's gone.
Wasn't that a concession stand?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
wasn't that in a trailer also? Like a mobile, like a tractor trailer? Wasn't that what the concession stands was in?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Hell, it looked like it from the pictures I seen before. Hell, it just like old rinky-dink trailer. They turned into a damn concession stand.
Yeah,
Or a
'cause
tractor trailer. They turned into a concession stand.
That's a nice. They did a nice job on that track.
Hell yeah. Can you imagine, like I said, Gary, can you imagine how much money that man has spent in that track? If he's a millionaire, then he'd spent some millions. I promise.
Yeah, so those buildings and that little garage and all that's gone there. That was there.
All right, peace out, gentlemen. I got to go.
Take
All right
care.
then, Mr. Bama. Have a good night, buddy.
Later, gentlemen. Appreciate it.
Take care,
Have a
buddy.
good one.
Chris, is he going to build a new maintenance facility to keep all of his tractors and track equipment and shit like that inside of?
I think they're building. I think they're building a semi-enclosed lean-to is what they're doing.
Oh, okay. Because surely they wouldn't want to keep their damn tractors and
Okay.
all
So
their
they
shit
got a-
outside.
They do got a trailer left over there, but all that other stuff is gone.
Yeah.
And then the tower's still there.
Yeah, tower's still there.
Yeah, the tower's still there.
Y'all probably going to enjoy that facility a hell of a lot more than y'all did in the past.
Hopefully so. Hey, I'm trying to feed dogs right quick. I gotta get this done.
Feed
so I can
dogs.
get ready to go to bed.
I've
Yeah.
already fed mine. If she gets anything else, she'll have to eat the carpet.
No, unfortunately I feed mine kind of late at night.
I got mine on a strict feeding schedule, buddy. I wake up every morning at 8 o'clock and I feed her. And then at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I give her one little treat. And then I don't feed her again until 6:30, and that's it. She don't get nothing else after that.
Well,
Her water, but I don't give her no more food after that.
the dogs, the three dogs that are normally inside the house, my Cane Corso and the two littles. Most time I feed them at night and they graze all night and all day. Then I got the three outside that I can feed them as much food as they want and they just sit there and gorge themselves. I was like, what the hell's wrong with y'all dogs?
Damn, how many dogs you got?
Too many.
Holy shit, I got one, and that's too many.
Oh, so
God damn,
that big
the vet bill on one is expensive.
carport next to the tower is where they're keeping the tractors, right?
Yes, for now. I think they're going to enclose that, but then also I heard at the same time, whenever they build the new concession stand, this, that, and the other, there's going to be a building on the backside of it somewhere.
All I got to say, that dude's got a lot of property there. He can do a lot of things there.
Shit, yeah, you
What he
can.
gave for it, what he gave for it, he got a. Hang on, let me feed the dog. Here, No, that's not yours. This is not
Hell,
yours.
the other guy probably sold it for damn 5 cents on the damn dollar just so he could dump the damn property and get out from under it.
No, he ended up right at $1 million for all of it.
He got a steal, and he knows he's sitting on a gold mine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. There's that concession trailer, and that's it. That's all that and the gas to run it behind it. That's all that's left there.
But that's why I says all those others are gone, right?
Yeah, I'm just on their Facebook page scrolling through their pictures.
And that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And from what I understand too, he's talking. I don't know how true it's going to come. He's talking about trying to get something else set up, but he's got to. Unfortunately, they won't. Local ordinances won't let him clear it. But he also wants to sell fuel out there, like race fuel. So
Oh, now
he's got to have
see.
underground. He's got to have underground. He's got to have underground storage, and I already know the city and the county ain't going to authorize it.
Well, so
that's-
you didn't.
See, now that's the thing about it is he puts those tanks in the ground. That's a whole different monster, brother.
You ain't lying. That's a whole lot of permits, and that's when you bring the EPA in. You bring all kind of people in on that kind of shit.
And that's the other problem too, is because the way Madison County is, they're not allowed to have above ground tanks.
So
Yeah.
there's a video that Chris Russell Creations has on YouTube. It's Don Baskin's vision for Jackson Dragway. It was put up about a month ago.
Mm.
Well, I'm just curious, and y'all might know the regulations in that part of town better than me. Now, like on an event day, if he's having a race there, is a fuel truck allowed to come and park on a property and sell fuel out of the fuel truck?
Mm-mm.
Because they do that
That's-
down here at our tracks.
Well,
It's legal
okay.
down here.
One of our customers we had at the shop, he was planning on doing that in Arizona and bringing E85 like the Phoenix Internet to the Tucson and Phoenix and stuff like that, and they shut him down. The same thing, saying he can't do it.
Yeah, see, like just for sick week, you know, the January when Tom Bailey had that big sick week down at South
Yeah.
Georgia Motorsports Park, they
Yeah.
brought the big fuel truck in and parked it there, right on the property. The same thing they done for Lights Out when they had that. They brought the big fuel truck in there and just
Yeah.
set it. They don't have in-ground tanks or nothing, but they allow the fuel
Mhm.
trucks to sell fuel out of the trucks right there.
I imagine they probably would if they would imagine. I know how our government is here. If somebody's pockets got greased, they'd let it happen.
Oh, you can count on that's, dude. Let me tell you something. That ain't just right there. That's in every state in this country. If
I
you
know.
grease the right pockets, you can do a lot of shit.
Yep.
It's all about the almighty dollar.
Unfortunately.
But you know what? That's in every business that operates in this country. And that's just the way it is. If you grease the right pockets, you can get the red tape kind of gets pushed to the side or cut or whatever.
Yep.
It's all about greasing the wheel. But let me ask y'all something else on a whole nother subject here.
Mm-hmm.
And Pinks, you probably know more about this than me. I've only going by what I see on the news, which you probably are too, but you can probably make more heads or tails of it than me. What's going on with this damn shit with these attacks of the president attacking the Houthis, and now this shit going on with, there was a damn reporter in on the damn the program they were using, or the secure line called Signal or whatever.
He was in
Boy,
a
there's
chat. He was invited to a chat that shouldn't have been invited to. I have no
Yeah.
idea. I heard about it. I have no idea.
Hell, they're calling for peak headsets, fucking resonation over that shit.
The Houthis
And I was
are-
like, say again?
said the Houthis are terrorists. So, oh, they are.
Yeah, but shit, all the Democrats are calling for damn peak headsets, damn resonation over that shit.
Whatever.
That he put our military in damn
Jeopardy.
jeopardy and shit like that.
Hold on. Our military hasn't been damaged one bit. It didn't put them in any jeopardy whatsoever.
And that's what everybody's screaming. They said, look here, the only people got killed was the Houthis, and that's who the hell we were attacking.
They tried firing missiles at our boats. They missed by like a mile.
Yeah.
Like a mile away.
They said they tried to attack them in the damn Suez Canal. When they're going through the damn Suez Canal, said the damn Houthis are shooting damn rockets and shit at our damn ships in the damn canal.
That's why we're attacking them.
And you know what? And I say, keep on attacking them.
Won't touch our boats. The
Hell
Japanese
no.
years ago. Everybody else needs to know that.
I 100% agree. What's that old saying? You mess with a bull, you get the horns.
So the one way I learned anything about that is I watch a guy who does a little comedy, but he gets the news out through comedy, and that's Habitual Line Crosser. He's pretty good. There's shit's pretty fun to do.
Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Pierce Morgan here lately. I like him.
I prefer things with comedy, not But this guy's in the U.S. military, so.
Yeah, I don't know. You hear some of these damn LGBTQ or T or whatever how that word is pronounced or the letter is pronounced. You hear some of the
LGBTQ.
I don't know. Look here. If you say it, I agree with it because I can't pronounce that shit right. But you hear some of the guests he has on there from that damn shit. Holy God Almighty! You're like, how in the hell do these people? How are they capable of taking a step, one step at a time, without falling flat on their face? I'm like, Lord knows.
Lordy.
I just don't understand it, man. How some people's mind is so twisted they think that way.
That's not your car anymore.
What's that?
Cooler. His picture, his avatar. It's wrong. It's his old car. He needs a new.
I've changed it 3 times and it keeps changing back.
Because your avatar is missing the old car.
Yeah,
It's trying to tell you, why the hell did you sell me?
probably.
Well, I'm
Back
gonna
with
tell
a
you
blue
guys-
car? How dare you?
You guys have a good night. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump out of here
It's
too.
about time for me to shut this thing down anyway. So
Shut her down, dog. All right, you guys in chat, have a good night. You guys on the panel, have a good night.
You too, there,
Guys, we'll
Mr.
talk
Gary.
y'all
Have a good one,
later.
buddy. All right, Chris. Nice talking to you, buddy.
You too, brother. Thanks.
All
We'll
right.
talk to you later.
Thanks. Take care, bud.
see you later. Later,
I'll
guys.
get my
Everybody in the
damn
chat,
phone
coming in.
rotated correctly.
And we will see you on the next one. And until then, have a good one. I'm out of here.